Welcome to Breakout Creator. I'm your host, Dominic DeTana. On today's episode, we have a special guest at the Card Guy, who will be sharing his story of how he went from janitor to successful creator with over 16 million followers. We'll be discussing his latest card game, It's Tricky, and uncovering the secrets behind his most viral videos. So join us as we dive into the mind of a true breakout creator. You have twice as many followers since the last time I talked to you about this.
Are you serious?
I think you had 8 million.
Probably. Oh, you're right.
Right?
I think I had just hit 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you do to go from 8 million followers to 16 million followers?
Well, that number right under followers is how.
Okay.
2,400 videos. I mean, I feel like you're similar. You have a lot of videos.
I have a lot.
Yeah. I think you have more than that.
I have a lot more than that.
I commend you for that. I think it's so cliche, but I think consistency. Like the more you post, the more opportunities to go viral. And I think I was fortunate enough to think of a few things that ended up going well. And when I would make a series that did well, I would just over and over, like guess the price. I did this thing, like I was at the store with my friend one time and his name is Mason. And I was just like, dude, what if I like ask you the price of things? I feel like that could do well. He's like, okay. So I'm like, guess the price. I'll buy it for you. I didn't actually buy it for him, but I was like, this is a cool concept. Eventually I started doing it because I felt bad not doing it.
Right.
But the initial video, I was just like, oh, let me test this concept. The first one got like 15 million views. And I'm like,
my gosh.
I'm going to ride with this. And then other people
Right.
started doing guess the price videos. So it was cool. It was cool to start something.
I copied that video totally.
Oh, so many people did. And I have no problem with it at all.
Or,
Every time I see it, I'm like,
or
oh, that's
catch it and you buy it.
Yep,
Or I'll
that
buy
one
it for
too.
you. Love that.
that one too.
That's a great one. Why? How do you feel when people copy your videos? Ooh.
I don't care at all.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know, if it was like a blatant, like word for word copy, which I've seen before.
I've done that too.
Wait, specifically with mine?
Yours.
Whatever. I don't
Your stare at the screen video.
Oh,
It
those
like
ones.
crushed it. So I was like, cool.
Dude,
Who's this guy?
I mean, I don't really care, especially if
killing
it's
it.
someone I know. I think it's just, the thing is, you have original content. Like, if you have original content and you do stuff that other people do, whatever. But there's people that have no originality.
Sure.
And they only just copy other people.
Sure.
And I'm like, you're not going to make it if you only copy.
What do you think about when somebody's just starting off? Like, what do you think they should do? Oof.
It's hard. I mean,
Well, how about you? How did you get even started in this social media game?
yeah, so the first thing I did was I started just posting card tricks because I had been doing card tricks for over 10 years. And I was like, maybe I can gain an audience doing it online.
Yeah.
And the 5th video, I was fortunate enough that the 5th one, which is pretty soon when you think about it, got like 500,000 views. And for me, that was like, whoa, I'm famous. Like, dude, 500,000.
That's
people
insane.
saw-
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that just hooked me. I think I tend to be someone who can't wait for things, which is something I'm trying to work on. But I feel like if I didn't experience that the first week, I would have quit.
Wow.
But now looking back at it, seeing how it changed the entire course of my life, my career now, like that one video got me hooked. But looking back, I'm like, whoa, what if I quit before? So my advice to new people is don't stop because you're not getting views. Like, as long as you're getting better, eventually you'll get it and it'll be addicting.
Ooh, that's the truth, man. It is addicting.
It really-
How old are you when you started TikTok? Like, was TikTok your first social media platform?
So I was 20 when I started.
Okay.
I was in college and I was just doing it for fun. I actually made TikTok originally my account as a joke. Like, I was just duetting people's videos and I don't want to say making fun of them, but like I would react to like cringe content.
Okay.
And I only had like 4 videos like that. And then I'm like, oh, what if I just use this for magic? And that's when I deleted those videos and then I started.
Nice.
But I started making videos online when I was like 14. Like, I have old videos on YouTube. A lot of them are privated, but me doing magic and cardistry, just like to music edits. I always wanted to gain followers. It was just like an idea in my head of, oh, it'd be cool to have a following for something. So I had dabbled in social media. I already had like, I don't know, like 15K on Instagram before even starting TikTok. And that was just like a niche community of magicians.
Wow. Do you remember what your first magic trick was?
Ever?
No. Well, sure. But for now, what was the first magic trick you posted on that?
Oh, that I posted.
TikTok? Yeah.
I don't remember the very first video, but that 5th video, the one that did well, it was a trick by David Blaine. It's called 2-Card Monty. It's like you have someone hold out their hands, you put aces in their hands, and they turn into queens. And it's a really cool trick.
Wow. How long have you been practicing magic before that?
I started when I was 12, and then I made that video when I was 20, so 8 years.
Wow. How'd you get started? Why'd you start doing magic?
It's a funny story. So I got grounded from video games.
Nice.
I was 12 years old, and I was in an argument with my sister. I remember it. We were coming back from the beach on our way to McDonald's, and I was like fighting with my sister in the back of the car. And my parents were like, "Evan, no more video games for a month. You're being mean to your sister."
Wow.
So I was bored because all I did at the time was play Pokemon. I mean, I'm
Sure.
still obsessed with Pokemon.
Oh, dude.
My
look at the
case is
jacket.
Pokemon.
What?
The jacket is Pokemon.
That's cool.
But I got grounded from video games, and I was bored, so I was looking for something to do.
Yeah.
Saw a deck of cards in a drawer, and I was like, I'll go on YouTube and learn some magic tricks. Like, not thinking that it would change the course of my life.
Wow. Oh my God.
Life's weird.
Life is so weird, for sure.
Yep. If I never got grounded, all of this wouldn't.
So
happening.
So parents ground your kids.
If there's reason, yeah.
That's the moral.
Don't ground them for no reason.
Yeah. What's your favorite magic trick right now?
Ooh.
Then we'll get back into.
I did this one. I have it pinned to like my profiles, pinned to my TikTok, my Instagram. It's just a cool. I love that video because it's so real, and that trick also is one that I came up with on the spot. So I think it's why it's my favorite. I was doing magic for this crowd at this party that my friend invited me to, and I had someone pick a card, and I had the idea of, I should like make it my Instagram bio of like, I know you're gonna pick this card. Like, it was just something I thought of ahead of time. So as I'm talking to them, doing tricks, cool. I'm like, I should like predict. So I go to my bio and I change it. I delete everything, and I'm like, you will pick the 5 of hearts or whatever it was.
Sure.
I think it was. And then as they're reading that, I sneak the card in my mouth because the end of the bio says, "Oh yeah," and the card will be folded in my mouth.
Oh my God.
So as they're looking at the bio, there's the secret for you. As they're looking at it, I just sneak the card in my mouth. And then they read that last part out loud, and they all look at me at the same time, and they freak out, dude. Like, it was such a cool moment. That's why it's pinned to my profile, because it was real, it was authentic. No one saw me sneak it in there, and it was cool.
How did you get them to pick that card?
That's the part that I won't reveal.
Is that the secret?
Yeah.
Dang. That's why I was trying. I tried, guys. I tried. By the way, there is a camera up there.
Whoa. What is that one capturing?
That's both of us.
Whoa, that's sick.
That's like the wide. That's sick. Oh, check this out. You've uploaded 924 minutes of content to TikTok.
How many hours is that?
15 hours.
Not even a full day.
Wow.
That's crazy when you think about it.
But okay, we have 11 million shares, 13 million comments. Oh, this is crazy. 500 years worth of watch time.
Holy. Whoa.
What?
These are cool analytics. Where do you pull these?
I'll show you after.
Yeah.
Buzzalytics, not sponsored.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's so fascinating
That's you.
to see. The only one that I kind of knew was the views, and not really.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was 4.5. I remember checking maybe like a year ago, and it was 3. So that's cool to see that it's gone up so much, especially because this last year I wasn't trying that hard. I don't know.
So,
I was in a creative rut for a long time.
we'll get into that in a little bit. I want to still talk about. So since the last time I saw you, you had 8 million followers. You said that you've stopped posting as many videos and posted more quality videos, and you grew 8 more million followers.
Yeah, you know what's funny? That quality,
how does that work?
That quality is so subjective, and it's funny because I'm so aware of that. Like, I know that my followers like pretty much anything I post, especially the stuff that I used to, the stuff that I look back at now, and I'm like, I don't really want to post that anymore. I don't think it's so much that the videos now are better. I think they're just more me. So it's hard. I have to do the trade-off of like, if I wanted to go from 16 to 17 in the next month, I know I can because I trust my abilities. The thing is, do I want to post the content that I know will get me there, or do I want to post the content that I want to post, which is more of the street magic, more like wholesome videos with strangers, stuff like that. It's more fulfilling for me than just spamming, guess the price, I'll buy it for you. Catch it, I'll buy it for you. Like, I know that stuff would get me followers, but I don't know. I think I just got sick of it.
So do you remember what got you to 10 million?
Ooh, 10 million. Basically I was posting like minimum 5 times a day, around there.
Okay.
And of those 5, and I don't want to say it was exactly 5. Basically, what I would do is I would wake up and I would make a video that I think is viral worthy, whether that was guess the price, optical illusion, something. And if it didn't perform how I wanted it to, I'm like, dang, I got to make another one then. So then I make another one.
Nice.
Oh, it's not going out. I'll make another one. Basically, I made videos until there was one that was like, oh my God, it's 1 million views in 4 hours. That's going to go crazy.
Oh yeah.
But then what would happen is then I look back at the other ones and they're all starting to do well. Cause you got to give it time, right? Some videos pop off in the first day and then they don't do anything after. Some videos, my most viewed video ever, it's like 77 million views. It didn't hit 1 million till 2 weeks after I posted it. So weird. It's like delayed. And then once it hit 1 million, it just kept going. So algorithms are weird. So basically what I told myself is I'll keep posting until there's one that blows up right away, just for that instant gratification. And then I'm good for the day. But then they would all go eventually. So it's like, it just snowballed.
So 5 times a day, how consecutively would you say?
Like how many days?
Yeah.
Oh, I would say.
Like since you started?
Not since I started, but I would say the point where I hit 3 million was definitely a turning point. Cause I remember I was playing Fortnite with a friend of mine and I was like ranting to him. I'm like, dude, I was at like 2 million followers. I'm like, dude, I feel like I've become irrelevant. Like I'm stuck at 2 million. I've been at 2 million for like 3 months and nothing's budged. Can't even hit 2.1. Like I'm stuck.
Yeah.
And my videos weren't performing that well. And I'm like, I gotta think of something new, dude. Like I've gotta hit 3. There's something so cool about 3. I just gotta hit 3.
Of course.
And it was a turning point. I think in that, like trying to get to 3. I don't know why. I just thought that was a cool number. I think at the time, no one had 3 million. So it was like something so, such a huge goal. So in that time is when I created like Guess the Price and I started posting more illusions and it all seemed to be going right. And I just got addicted to posting. So then 3 to 10 felt like, so I think it was like, I don't know exactly, but I feel like 3 to 10 was in less than like 3 months. It was just like such a fast thing. And then after 10, it got kind of hard.
Did you like meet celebrities or something? Like after 10 or?
Well, I have met celebrities, but
Yeah.
that's not what made the videos grow. I hadn't done any collabs at that point. Even to this day, I haven't done enough collabs. And even on my way here, I was like, man, I need to do more collabs. And I know you host collabs like every weekend. I don't know if you
I got to
do
bring
that.
it back. Yeah.
Oh, you don't have it anymore?
It's been on pause for about 6 months.
Still though, I mean, the fact that you did that, like I remember coming to 1 or 2 of them, but I just don't collab enough. But at the time I was so in my own zone. I didn't feel like I needed to. I was just like, I just got to make content. Like my collabs were like my friends, you know, it was just over and over. Just, hey, come over to my house. We're going to make some videos. And then I like pay for their food or whatever. But
did you ever have a day where it didn't do well? Out of those 5 videos, would you just not put, would you post a 6th? Would you post a 10th?
It was
20th?
It would always do well. In that time, it's so funny looking back at it because I was so, like, I was grateful, but I wasn't. Like, I didn't realize how crazy those views were. Like, I go back on my profile and I'm like,
oh, yeah.
I was getting 5 million minimum on a video, posting 5 a day.
Whoa.
So, you know, maybe somewhere like 2 or whatever, but I'd say average, like 5 million views for each video. And for me, it was like when a video hit 1 million, I'm like, ugh, it tanked. And I delete videos because they got 1 and it didn't say like 3. And it's crazy. Like nowadays, that video that I just referenced, that's one of my favorite videos ever, that magic video at that party, it has 500K and I'm so happy with that. Like 500,000 people saw me do a trick that I improvised on the spot and the reaction was great. I felt really cool, you know, but it's all perspective, like Gary says.
Are you reposting videos at all? Like that one you took down, would you repost that?
I'm not reposting on TikTok. What I've always noticed, I don't know, reposts used to do well, and now every time I repost, they don't do well. Also, it's like, I want to do new stuff. If they want to find that, they can go back. And also, I repost my TikToks on other platforms, like Shorts, Reels, whatever. But I don't repost my old TikToks on TikTok.
By the way, you said Shorts and Reels. I see here you have, 2.4 million on YouTube. How'd that happen?
All from just reposting my TikToks. I mean, I have maybe 1 or 2 videos that have done well on YouTube that are long form, but that's my biggest goal for this year. Like I'm posting daily this year on YouTube.
Wow.
And that's like my that's my wow, I'm like
10 million you want to get?
words. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Cool.
I want to get 10 million this year.
New Year's resolution,
Yeah.
2023?
Yeah, YouTube is my goal this year. That's what I'm trying to say.
Would you say by the end of the year you're going to have 10 million? Is that the plan?
I think so.
That's cool.
Yeah, I don't want to say 100%, but
it's a great goal.
I think about 2.4 to
That's
10.
like top tier.
Yeah. We'll see. I want to get that diamond play button.
Oh, snap. Cool. Do you hear that? TikTokers are coming for you guys on YouTube.
Oh yeah. Yeah. But I will say, and this is no dig at YouTube because I love the platform.
Yeah.
There is absolutely, and I don't know. Then again, it might even be my fault, but I don't see any conversion from shorts to long form, so it's kind of demotivating. I have to just build it from scratch. My shorts do really well. My long form get like 1,000 views a video with 2 million subs. So, a lot of that, I think it's important to just critique myself harshly. Honestly, I'm like, well, maybe there's a reason they're not doing well.
Yeah.
So I'm studying them, studying other YouTubers. But it is interesting. You would think with 2 million that the floor would be much higher than that.
Right, 100,000.
Yeah. So whatever. I mean, I'll learn. By the end of the year, it'll be laughable that my videos at the beginning of the year were getting 1,000 views.
Don't take them down.
Yeah. Oh, I won't.
Keep them up.
Exactly.
Cool. That's cool. All right. All right. Well, I found something, from a friend.
Oh.
They gave it to me.
Was it Gabe?
No. I'm borrowing it.
Nice.
I have here something called It's Tricky. What's this?
Yes, so that is my card game. So that's been in the works for 2 years now. So basically, I was working with awesome guys, Barry and Jason, and they make games.
Can I hand this to you?
Yeah. Yeah. So
tell me about this.
Yeah. So basically, we were like, how do we encapsulate cards and the kind of content I make, like challenges, games, stuff like that, and make it into something fun? So it's my first actual product. It's called It's Tricky, and it's a card game. It works as a normal deck of cards too, but the main thing, and I love this because board games suck for this reason. Card games suck. The instructions, bro.
Yeah.
Instructions, they just are so long and annoying. The instructions for this game, it literally says, pull a card and play a different game every time.
Cool.
So basically, you shuffle the deck, and whatever the card says that you pull, of course, I pull a face card, which I'll show you in a second. Every card you pull is a different game. So like this one says, choose an opponent to play against. You each get one side of the box, and whoever makes the most cards in it wins. So every single card in this deck is a different game. Some say to call a stranger and like prank call, stuff like that. But like some say to do something wholesome, like call someone on your phone, tell them you love them, stuff like that. It's all different though. So 52 games. And what's really cool, one of my favorite parts, maybe this is a little egotistical, but all the kings are me.
Yeah. I like that. I like that on the box. It's you.
Yeah, this one's wearing a hat just like me right now. But it's just such a cool thing to see like me on a deck of cards. We worked with an awesome artist that made these designs, and it kind of looks like an optical illusion. That was the point of that. But yeah, it's really cool.
What's your favorite game to play in there?
Dude, probably the one that you call someone in your phone and say something wholesome. And also, there's one that you have to, I'm forgetting the exact name, but there's one that you have to see who's the best shuffler. So you hand the cards around. And it's just so funny to see non-magicians try to shuffle cards.
Oh, God.
It just drop the cards everywhere.
You got me. That would be my, I'd fail at that one.
Yeah, dude, it's fun. And the challenge with that has been, dude, people's attention spans on social media is so short nowadays.
Yeah.
So it's hard to like make a video really showcasing how fun this game is.
Totally.
In a TikTok, but I'll figure it out.
What's your strategy been so far?
Yeah, so far I've been trying to integrate it into my content the most naturally as possible. I don't want to say
like go buy.
Hey guys, go buy my card game. I want to make money.
Yeah.
You know, it's like I want to promote it in an authentic way.
Sure.
So when I have, it's been like, like I went to Target and I gave it away to someone, and like I went to a basketball court near my house, played pickup with this kid and played it with him. Like it just stuff like that, but it's interesting. It's the first time I've ever tried to launch a product. And
what if you did catch it and I'll buy it for you, and every time you throw it, it's just your game?
Funny. I could try that. Yeah. Or like the last one is that.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. The last one's your game. Where can people get that?
It's trickygame.com. It's very easy.
Okay.
And it's the link is in my bio to like all my platforms.
Was it hard to make?
So I can't tell you that.
Okay.
Because I'm more so the face. The team that I'm working with did all of it. I'm sure it was
But you helped
very
design
hard.
the
Yeah,
games.
yeah. I gave my input on like
Yeah.
all the designs. We helped come up with games together.
Cool.
And I mean, I give them all credit for actually manufacturing it because
Wow.
I don't know how to do that.
So what do you have that you're working on this year? What's coming for the Card Guy in 2023?
Yeah, so mainly YouTube. Like I am going to hit that so hard. I already am. I mean, it's what, the 9th?
Yeah.
I've posted 9 YouTube videos. YouTube is like, to see people like PewDiePie that posted every day for like 10 years straight.
Whew.
I've done it for 9 days. It's hard, bro. Even just thinking of the ideas.
Do you have like a system that you have in place that you're creating?
Yeah, so I'll wake up and I'll go to the gym, I'll come back, and then I just film. And I might get a few videos done, and then I send them out to a couple editors.
Oh.
And I mean, I can't even imagine if I didn't have that. You know, like some people obviously don't have the luxury to pay an editor.
Sure.
If they're just starting out, they don't have an audience anywhere else. Like I have money from the other things that I do.
Yeah.
So I'm able to pay for editing. Because if I edited it myself, that would take so many hours of my time. And I'm not even that good at editing.
Dude, I'm spending so many hours editing these podcasts. I have to
hard,
figure it out.
Editing is crazy. I mean, definitely if someone can afford to pay an editor, do it.
Sorry.
I was like, what is that?
I forgot to tell you. It just likes to go off on its own. It's
Funny.
a little fart machine we have back here.
That's cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I edit all my short form stuff. I always have, like my TikToks. I'll edit all of those.
That might have been the cap alarm. No, I'm just kidding.
No, it's true. It's true. I edit all my TikToks, but when it comes to YouTube, like there's no way I'm going to sit there and turn 30 minutes of footage into 10 with all these zooms. And because YouTube, you got to keep their attention.
Sure.
It's hard.
So how are you going about finding what to make videos on? How are you coming up with ideas?
Yeah.
Especially to do 365 videos.
Right. So because I want to post every day, I'm not going to be able to do crazy, extravagant things every day. I'm not trying to be Mr. Beast. I'm trying to, I'm doing react videos, but I want to react to a lot of different types of things. And I want to make it like personable.
Sure.
Like it's showcasing my personality while I'm reacting to stuff, whether it's funny, scary, cringy, whatever. But I'm trying to just be myself, you know, like reacting, I think is a cool avenue where if you actually let your personality show through, people will resonate with it. So that's the goal. And, you know, in there, if I decide to make like a really cool video that's not a reaction one, I'll do it. But since I'm trying to do it every day, like that's something that I can do every day.
Well, I actually took a little look at your YouTube channel. Let's see where I'm at right now.
I just posted one right before I came here.
Yeah, I actually was looking at it before you got here.
I'm not going to make any money on that one though, because it got a copyright stricken, which is kind of annoying.
This one?
Yeah. Oh,
There's the
but they
ad.
play ads anyway.
Of course they do.
They play ads even though I'm not making money on it. That's so annoying.
Yeah. Yeah, just to have it up.
Yeah. So basically I found the worst singers in the world. I reacted to a compilation of just the worst auditions. And basically I said that if I laugh at any of them, I have to purposely go sound bad in public. So if you fast forward till the end, I'm in a mall singing badly on purpose. But I thought it was a funny video.
You know, it would have been interesting. Maybe giving a sneak peek of that actually happening in the beginning. Because like, I didn't actually stay and watch the whole thing. But I only had about 5 minutes.
No, you're good. I mean, that's my biggest thing. Like, and that's what I'm gonna try to figure out this year. That's exactly what I'm gonna try to
I'm on the same boat, man.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out
how to get
YouTube.
someone to watch the whole thing.
Totally.
I was watching an interview with Mr. Beast, and he was saying if you can get a video to average 70% watched, which is so high, but he said 70 is the magic number. A video will do well if that's the average watch time.
Oh my God.
Dude, my best video ever, it's like 50. Like,
oh wow,
70 is hard. Like on a 10-minute video to get most people to watch at least 7 minutes, that's crazy.
A 10-minute video. Okay, but what if you have like 100-minute video and they watch,
70 minutes?
50 minutes of that? That's
sure. And
so
I'm
much
sure that's probably
watch time.
weighed differently on the algorithm. But that, I think in general, what I had heard before is if you can get people to watch about half, you're doing something right.
All right. So you said you're not doing your own editing right now? When
Not for YouTube.
not for YouTube, for short media, short videos.
Yeah, for everything short form.
Yeah, what are you using currently?
Dude, I've edited every video ever on my phone. InShot.
On InShot.
InShot, every video.
Okay.
Yeah. Even actually my my Hype House video, I did that's one of my like 3 YouTube videos that have done well, long form. I went to the Hype House and did magic for them when it was like huge. When, like Addison was there and Lil Huddy. Like I edited the whole thing on my phone. Like just InShot. But it was cool. I don't know how to use Premiere. I don't know how to use anything on a computer. I can learn, but it's like, what's more worth it? Learning that and still having to spend hours doing it, or just outsourcing it and spending all my time on being creative.
Wow. Are you a full-time content creator right now?
Yeah.
Like 100%? Like,
yeah, I
8
have
days
been,
a week?
Yeah, I have been since, I mean, I can find the day, but I would say like I started early 2019. By mid 2019, I was full-time. I quit my job. I quit school. And I've been doing it since, so what's that, 4 years? This summer, it'll be 4 years.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I remember
4 years.
you in 2019 posting, and I was watching your account blow up from those magic videos. And I was like, whoa, who's this guy? What's he doing?
It's crazy, dude. It's almost weird. Like it's weird looking back at it, because I definitely didn't stop to smell the roses, which in a way I think is good, because it just kept me focused.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, I feel like I'm a lot more grateful now for it. Yet I like looking back at those views, it's like, it's kind of hard. I compare myself to me a couple years ago, pulling 5 million views a video. And I'm like, getting 1 million is like good now, but you know, it'll happen in due time. I just got to focus, figure out that next thing.
Wow.
And also, it's not all about the views.
Okay. Somebody wanted to know what your favorite food is.
Ooh, pizza for sure.
Okay.
Pineapple.
On pizza?
Oh yeah. Controversial. Do you not like it?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I'm just playing the devil's advocate for them.
Yeah, pineapple pizza, and then I also love Korean barbecue.
Yes.
Like sitting down and like making your food, and that's so good.
So I see. Are you a musician now?
I like doing it. I dabble in it.
Yeah.
I've
singing a little bit.
Yeah, I've written one song. I haven't recorded it yet.
Do you play the guitar?
Yes.
Like that one right there?
There's a guitar. Oh, should I? So I just learned this, so it's not gonna sound that good, but it's the soundtrack for my favorite movie. Let's see if you can guess what it is.
Okay.
Okay. Oh shoot. Do you know that's from?
No. Wait. Interstellar.
Yes.
It's my favorite movie too.
Is it really?
Yes. Oh, cool. Wow.
But yeah, that's like something I just learned. But that's something that I've known for a little while. But I've been just learning Interstellar.
Cool.
Like, it's my favorite movie.
Totally.
I love it. I didn't know it was your favorite movie too.
Oh, of course. Absolutely. Have you tried watching it on the Oculus yet? Like, no. It's incredible.
I didn't know you could.
Yes. I mean, I have the YouTube app and like watch it in YouTube. It's like 100.
You might, before I leave, you might have to show me, like, just like a brief clip from it.
That's over there. I'll show you on the wall.
Oh,
right
wow.
there. It's do you have an Oculus?
I don't. I've been thinking of getting one though, because it makes good.
Have you ever used an Oculus?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
Yeah. I've used it, but not for watching my favorite movie.
It's incredible. You know, I feel like whenever I get a new device, I need to watch Interstellar again, like all over again.
It's if you haven't watched Interstellar, please watch it. It's a cinematic masterpiece. The story is good. The acting is phenomenal. The music is insane. It's just I can talk.
Do you like
hours
all of the Christopher Nolan movies, or just?
Yeah, I love Christopher Nolan.
Okay. How'd you feel about Tenet?
I knew you were gonna ask.
Of course.
I actually liked it. I don't think it's his best movie.
Yeah,
but I still liked it.
I know.
There were a couple of plot holes.
When you compare it to Interstellar, it's like, well, Interstellar is still better, but
yeah, Inception is.
I like Tenet too. Yeah, well, of course, yeah.
Inception
was like my first favorite movie at the time, and then
What would you categorize? I mean, sci-fi, but like, what would you categorize movies when they like have a mental, like they challenge your mind? Like Interstellar, with like you find out that he was the one, you know, like Inception, like things that make you think deeply. I wonder if there's a genre name for that, like psychological. I don't know, but I feel like all of Christopher Nolan's do that. It's like twists that you're like, what? So it's like mind blowing.
Do you have a favorite part of Interstellar? What's your favorite part?
Dude, when he's on the ship crying because he watched his kids grow up and he missed it. Like that acting, Matthew McConaughey, just I've tried to get his attention before, show him magic.
Yeah.
No response.
No response, really?
Dude, I wish if you're watching this, I want to show you magic.
That'd be that. I foresee it for you. You'll be at a party. And
One day.
he'll be there, and
Yep.
show him a magic trick.
Yep.
It'll come full circle.
It will.
Hold on one second.
I mean, it sounds far-fetched, but I mean, the people that I've gotten to collab with already, like I would have never thought.
Yeah.
So it's a crazy industry. I mean, how traditional media and social media has merged, it's crazy.
So wow, 2 questions I could ask you there. Who's like somebody that you've collabed with now that you never thought you would collab with?
Yeah.
And also, where do you see the industry going?
Yeah. So a few people I've collabed with that I never would have expected. Cardi B, Paula Abdul,
What?
Khalid, and Marshmello. Those are like the 4 big ones. I feel bad if I'm missing one right now, but those are definitely like the celebrities that me doing card tricks for them. Like, especially thinking like, oh yeah, I started because I got grounded 10 years later, like 12 years, whatever. I never thought like that I'd be doing magic for these people. So weird.
Anybody else you want to do magic tricks for besides Matthew McConaughey?
Dude, Justin Bieber would be a really cool one. Kevin Hart, I think, would be really funny. I've thought about this before. Kevin Hart would give a hilarious reaction. The Rock would be cool. Honestly, anyone that is, you know, respectable in their field, whether they're an actor, musician, athlete. Like I just want to meet a lot of different people. Because they're all just people. Like it's like when you meet them too, it's like some act a little different than others, but at least from the 4 that I've just mentioned, they're all down to earth. They were all nice. They didn't act like celebrities. Like they were just cool. Especially Marshmello. I want to like shout him out because he's such a cool dude. Like genuinely.
Did you see him without the mask?
I did.
Oh, snap.
Yeah. But he's cool.
Is there going to be a mask reveal in 2023?
Of him? I don't know. I highly doubt that. I highly doubt he's ever going to.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's your favorite Marshmello song?
Ooh. I really like Silence that he did with Khalid. I also like Happier, which is like old, but it's so good. I love all his music. So it was a cool moment.
How did that happen?
So he followed me really early on TikTok.
Wow.
Whether that's actually him or his team, whatever, it doesn't matter. Like just the fact that Marshmello started following you was so crazy because he was the first like big person to follow me. And I was freaking out because I, at the time, still had my other job. I was a receptionist at a car dealership.
Wow.
I had moved up there from being the janitor. I was janitor, then I was reception. And I'm at the front desk and I would just make TikToks for fun, like on my break at the front desk. There's videos of me in my uniform, like doing card tricks with the Mercedes badge. Like, and in that time, I was just making videos for fun, hoping it would be something one day.
Sure.
And I made the deal with myself. When I make the same amount on social media that I do right now, I'll leave.
Wow.
But I hadn't yet. And one day I'm there at work and I get a notification that Marshmello followed me. And I took that as like, whoa, this is the right direction. Like I'm doing the right thing. And then like a year later, he reached out and said, hey, I'm doing this collab day. I want you to come and like make a video with me.
Wow, that's sick.
Yeah, it was really cool.
How about the Cardi B thing?
Cardi B was an old friend of mine at the Magic Castle because I used to perform there. I say friend, he's like one of the staff. Like he basically helped with like young magicians, like polishing their performance, and he would get you ready to perform on stage. His name's Steve. He reached out to me and said, Cardi B's doing this TV show where basically every episode she tries something different. Like it's called Cardi Tries. Cardi tries, I don't even know if this is a real one, but Cardi tries dirt biking. And then a professional dirt biker teaches her how to do it. This is actually one. Cardi tries tattooing. A tattoo artist teaches her and she tries it. So the whole show is every episode she tries a different skill. He goes, the network reached out to us and said they want to do Cardi Tries Magic. And they asked for a magician. And I recommended you. Would you be interested? I'm like, yeah. Like, what do you mean? Of course. So we went and filmed it, and it was really cool.
Actually, out of all the cards that I looked at, I noticed one of those cards. The first one I did was a video of Cardi B coming.
Oh, really?
Coming to you to do a magic trick.
Yeah.
How did you get invited to the Magic Castle?
So the Magic Castle, well, for those of you who don't know, it's basically this club in Hollywood that's super exclusive. You can only go if you're invited, or if you're a member. But to become a member, you have to audition. You have to audition and show your skills, not only like technically as a magician, but you have to be a good performer. And then if they like you and you get accepted, you're now a member, and you can invite people to go. You can go enjoy dinner, watch a show. So I auditioned when I was 13, and I made it.
When you were 13?
Yeah, which was crazy. And I feel weird talking about it because it sounds like a flex, but basically the way the process is like, it's very hard to get in. Like, there's people who have auditioned 6 times and they get in on their 7th, and you can only audition once every 6 months. I got in on my first try, and it was crazy because 13 is the minimum age you can be. Initially I thought, oh, I'm going to have to, come back every 6 months. By the time I get in, I'll be 16, 17. But I got in, and then once you're in, that means you can go to monthly meetings, learn from other magicians. There's a library that you can read a bunch of free magic books. It's super sick.
That's sick.
But then you have to audition again to actually perform. So you have to audition to become a member. And then once you're a member, you have to go through another audition process where you're good enough to perform for strangers that walk in. I didn't get that on my first try. That was multiple tries. And basically it's like you show them a 20-minute routine, and they tell you what to correct. You come back next time. And then once they think you're ready, they're like, okay, you can start performing for a live audience. And by the time I was able to, I was 14. So I got in when I was 13, but I started performing when I was 14.
Wow.
And so that's a Magic Castle background.
Did you grow up in California?
Yeah, I grew up in Orange County. So those monthly meetings, my dad would drive me up like hour and a half to get up here.
Okay, I want to take a little bit further back. How did you find out about TikTok?
It's so funny. I was in college, and one of my friends who was like on my floor, because I lived on the dorms, in the dorms, not on them. I'm just like on top of the dorms. One of my friends, his name was Trevor. He basically told me, dude, have you heard of this TikTok app? It's like so cringe, dude. It's just like weird, like cosplay and this and that. But like, he was basically just making fun of it. Because at the time, TikTok was a lot different. It was just odd, very niche specific memes. And he's like, dude, we should like get on it and just like duet people and like just talk about how cringe they are. Hence that when I started, I just duetted people, and I wasn't the card guy. I was just Evan Alberto. And I had a few videos like that. And then when they started getting views, even just like 200 views, 500 views, like under 1,000, I was like, whoa, there's actually people watching. What if I actually do something meaningful? And that's when I started doing magic and eventually called myself the card guy.
Did you ever post on Vine?
I posted like 1 or 2 videos. I was like 12. So I posted a couple videos. I never like, the idea of even being an influencer was not in my head.
Yeah.
Like, I know people like my good friend who, Sean does magic, like other big magician on social media. Like, growing up, he wanted to be a YouTuber. He wanted to be social media famous and have a brand. That wasn't a thing for me. That wasn't a thing for me until after I made my TikTok account as a joke and was like, oh, what if I actually use this for magic? And once I started, I got hooked.
So you named yourself the card guy.
Yes.
Was there a story behind that?
The story was as simple as, when I started, I was just doing card tricks. But I was also doing cardistry. And for people who don't know, cardistry is just a fancy word for fancy shuffles. Like, it's just manipulating the cards. Like when you see people in like movies, like Now You See Me, and they're like, they're flicking the cards around.
Can you give me an example?
I can do some. Yeah. So let me get the cards out.
All right, here. If you do that, I have. No, we're good. We're good.
All right. Okay. Yeah. So cardistry is basically just the fancy stuff that you see people do with cards. So it's not necessarily magic, but it looks really cool. It's just fancy shuffles, manipulating the cards, flicking them around and stuff. And I like this stuff a lot because it's just fidgeting. It's very fun. to get good at it, you have to drop cards over and over and over, which is the frustrating part. But eventually you can do really cool stuff. You can shuffle the deck with one hand. This one's pretty cool. But that's called cardistry. Just fancy shuffles with the cards.
Wow.
There's no point of it other than it looks cool.
It does. Look cool. It looks very cool.
Thank you. But what I will say is I do it between tricks, and I think it just gives me more credibility.
You see that box right there?
Cool, huh?
That
it's
is
not
cool.
actually snakeskin for activists and stuff.
Do you sell that box?
I don't.
You should totally
I
sell
don't.
that box.
I should make my own. Yeah.
What the heck?
It's called the card clip.
It should be called the card guy clip.
Facts. But yeah, so
I'll buy one.
I do cardistry between tricks, and it just gives me credibility. People are like, whoa, this guy's like, there'll be people, whoa, do that again. Like, and it's not even a magic trick. But anyways, I was doing cardistry on TikTok, but people have never seen it before. They don't know what it is. So instead of making a video doing what I just did, oh, here's what cardistry is. Because this is a format that I feel like I can actually say it.
Of course.
I was just like, if I call myself the card guy, it'll be like self-explanatory. Oh, he just does cool things with cards. And it's a broad categorization of magic and this other stuff.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to explain what cardistry was, and I was posting a lot at the time. So I'm like, oh, if I call myself the card guy, it makes sense. He's just the guy that does stuff with cards. And then as I started making content that's not cards, like Guess the Price and other stuff, that I literally get comments to this day, aren't you the card guy? Like, why are you posting a reaction video? It's like, well, because I do other stuff too. But
do you get noticed in public a lot?
Yeah, for sure. It also depends on where I go. My big rise on TikTok in 2020, like the beginning of it, late 2019, early 2020, when I was pulling 600 million views a month, it was crazy. Like
600?
Yeah, it was nuts.
Woo.
It was everywhere I went. It was cool. It was definitely weird. It was like weird in a good way. Like I just wasn't used to it.
Sure.
Whoa, this is crazy.
Dude.
Now it's not as much, but it makes sense because I'm getting way less views.
Yeah.
But definitely it still happens. And I even have people that go like, why don't you post as much anymore?
Yeah.
Which is interesting.
Huh. I'm still struggling to understand 600 million views a month. Is that 20 million views a day?
Something like that. Yeah, there was like a 2 or 3 month period that the views were just stupid.
That's incredible, man.
Yeah, it's hard though, because like I said earlier, like I compare myself to that, which is dumb. But I compare myself like, oh, I know what I'm capable of. Like, why am I not doing it right now? Because you go to TikTok, my last video was like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And like I used to post 5 times a day. 5 to 10. Like 5 was on the low end.
I'm actually like that too. Like I just spent, a few months posting every day up to as many times a day as I possibly could. And then I have, like, I don't know, my last video wasn't posted for a week ago. Yeah. So it's hard.
It's tough. I mean, there's different ways to do it, right? I mean, it's very hard to do something like on the scale of Mr. Beast, but like he posts like once a month. But because what he does is so crazy, he can't do them every day. Yeah. There's different ways to do it. Like if you're listening and you want to be a creator, it's not that you have to post 50 times a day to be successful. It's just I would recommend posting the most that you can, doably, that doesn't affect your mental health negatively and make you want to stop. But if you can post 5, because what you'll do is you'll learn which ones did better, which ones did worse, what could I have changed. The more you post, the more you learn.
Did you stop at all during COVID, or did you try something else? Did you pivot?
During COVID is when I did the best. Like at the beginning of COVID, I want to say March 2020, that's when I had my best month. That's when that 600 million view month was.
Wow. Because
everyone was home and I had nothing better to do. So I was just posting. Like I was posting, but that's all I was doing.
Wow. So I know alongside of like what you're doing with cardistry, you're also posting like your workout journey online. And I've been following that too. That's very impressive.
Thank you.
I saw you squatting, 400 pounds? Or
probably
whatever. I don't know what that thing's called.
Deadlift. Yeah. Deadlift is almost at 500. It's 475. Did it this morning. But
it's cool to document that today too.
I love
Say you did it this morning. Do you ever?
Oh, I didn't do 475 this morning, but I deadlifted this morning.
How often do you work out?
6 days a week. I'll go 3 days on, 1 day off, 3 days.
So do you think you traded TikTok posting 5 times a day for working out?
Absolutely. Absolutely. But it's a lot more than just working out. Cause I get comments that are like, okay, we get it. You're in the gym now. Like, why are you posting about it all the time? We want to see other stuff. Cause there was a period of time that I was posting a lot about it. But on the flip side, there was so many comments and DMs of people saying that they got in the gym and they've lost 30 pounds.
Wow.
I inspired them. And
Wow.
It's really cool. And that to me is so fulfilling. For the last year, I think just in general, I was focusing a lot on myself. Like, it sounds so cliche. Oh, I went to go work on myself, but it's true. Like, I got in the gym, I started reading, which I hate reading, but I learned to love it. Like, I started just doing things that I feel like would better me in real life. Because content is cool and it is my job, but it was my entire life. And I didn't have anything but that. So as I started making goals in the gym and achieving them, I'm like, why don't I post about it? And if you look at the gym posts that I've made, like, they get good views. In fact, when I post a gym video, it gets more views than a street magic video. And it's like, whoa, that's interesting.
Tables have turned.
Yeah, tables have turned.
Do you have any other accounts besides this one?
I do. I have one called Card Guy Spams. I have no post on it, so I don't spam anything. But it's funny because it has like 600K or something like that. Like, I just made an account and I tagged it like once or twice. But this was back when I was pulling more views, and I would just tag it and it would get more followers.
Oh.
So I have I have an account with no posts sitting there with 600K.
Wow.
I feel like I can use it for something.
Sure.
I've always thought, like, I want to use it for something other than magic.
Yeah.
I guess fitness makes sense, but like, then again, I like the fact that to my audience on TikTok, I post these things of me transforming my body, and it gets the
reach,
recognition and the reach that it does.
That's
so I don't know. I'll use that account for something. I'm thinking just the name Card Guy Spams. It could just be dumb stuff, like silly little things with my friends, little bets, little challenges.
Does It's Tricky have a TikTok page?
It does. I haven't posted on it yet, but I'll probably just post people playing the game.
I mean, it sounds like you could just take the 600K page and now It's Tricky has 600,000 followers.
That's true. Genius marketing.
Hey.
What is this? What does that say? Ectoplasm.
Ectoplasm. Some fun facts for the viewers.
The more viscous, clear outer layer of the cytoplasm in amoeboid cells. Fun fact, before I dropped out of college, I was a kinesiology major, so I took anatomy classes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why?
I can't tell you anything.
Why?
Because I used to want to be a doctor. Like, growing up, you asked me what I wanted to be. It was a doctor. Because I want to help people. Sure. It's true. I don't know why I just knocked on it, but it's true. Like, as a kid, I wanted to be a doctor.
We're not knocking on it,
Yeah, way different now. I'm not a doctor. My old stage name, before it was the Card Guy, was Dr. Magic.
Yes. Yes.
I would, as I'm 13 years old, performing at a party, or 14 at the Magic Castle, I would come out from behind the curtain with a doctor's bag. Go, hi guys, I'm Dr. Magic. I call myself that because I want to be a doctor and a magician when I'm older. It's so funny. I have clips of me.
That's awesome, man.
Oh, it's awesome. And it's cute looking back at it. But it's funny because Dr. Magic was my persona. It's, and that's the Card Guy.
So why did you go from that to this? Like, when did you stop wanting to be a doctor and started?
I stopped wanting to be a doctor when I was in college and realized how much I hated it. And I was in my second year doing terribly in my classes because I didn't want to study. I didn't want to apply myself because I didn't like it. And as I'm like, oh, I hate this. Wait, to be a doctor, I'd have to do this like 10 more years. I'm like, no. And then TikTok came out. Sure. I started making videos. Oh, this is so much cooler. My grades started to suffer. Technically, I didn't drop out. I failed out.
Oh, no.
Like, I was making videos in my dorm instead of studying. So I ended up just failing until the point that I got a letter in the mail. My parents were pissed.
Wow.
Like, a letter in the mail, like, you can't come back next semester. If you want to come back, you have to go to community college for a couple months, average like a 3.5, and then you can come back. Because I was at a university. And I never went back because when I got that letter, obviously my parents were pissed, but I was like, well, look, the grades aren't suffering because I'm just like wasting my time. Like, I've been doing this social media stuff. And they're like, huh? I'm like, no, I've been making videos like me doing magic and stuff. And they're like, that's cool, but don't do it instead of school. Do it like also. They weren't unsupportive of me trying to get a following. They were just like, that's not the priority. But I'm like, but it is. Like, I want it to be. So basically my mom made a deal with me. She was like, okay, well, you just finished your second year. You're supposed to go back for your third. And before that, you have to like show your grades are worthy at community college to even go back. It's a very stressful situation. She goes, if you can show me that this is like a real job during the summer before next semester starts, fine. You don't have to go back. So during that summer is when I just went ham.
That was
like,
2019, wasn't
2019.
it?
Yeah. And I mean, I told them I wanted to do this when I had 5,000 followers on TikTok, because I was like, oh, this is the future. Like, I'm going to do this. Like, I'm going to be big. By the end of that summer, I was at like 2 million. So instead of going back to school, I have 2 million followers.
Wow.
And I'm making decent money at the time. So yeah, my parents are very proud of me now, and it's really cool because they're completely supportive.
When did they switch and were like, oh yeah, we get it?
They switched when they saw how hard I was working. Like during that summer, I'm living with them. I literally told them I don't want to go back to school. And they're like, okay, but like you have to prove that it's worth it.
Sure.
And they saw the effort. Like they saw me in my room every day filming. They would hear my voice. I'd be like, hey guys, I'm going to film something. Can you be quiet for a second? They're like, okay. Like just all day long. I'd go live for like 3 hours a day.
Yeah.
They saw the grind. So they started to respect it. And then once I would come to them and be like, guys, I made $50 today. Like I made like, they're like, oh wow, like it's actually going somewhere. Until the point that it just kept going.
And what's your schedule like nowadays?
So until recently, I didn't have one. I never had one. Even when I was posting 5-10 times, like I would just wake up and do it because I loved it. Like I genuinely didn't have a schedule for myself. Because of that, I would miss important things. Like I would miss over emails that I should have seen, or like I miss a call that I was supposed to be on, like stuff that like my mind wasn't used to the businessy side of it. I just wanted to have fun. So the posting was solid. Like I was just posting because I liked it, but I was missing like the behind the scenes stuff. I probably missed out on some good brand deals because I never responded to the email.
Did you have a manager?
I did. At the time, my brother was managing me a little later, but I'm talking like early on when I didn't, it was just me, you know? But yeah.
So right now, I mean, you have a lot of things that you're doing. You're now, juggling, trying to work out every single day.
Yeah.
Not trying. You're working out every single 6 days a week, and you're still making content for all these platforms. Who are you posting for yourself too, or do you have somebody posting? Or
yeah, I post everything. Like I said, someone else edits, but basically the way that works is I'll film a video, I send it to an editor. It's a 24-hour turnaround, so by 24 hours later, they send it back, the finished product. Maybe if I have a couple tweaks, I'll let them know. But typically I'm pretty happy with it because they know what they're doing. And then I'll just post it. So, everything I film a day ahead.
On YouTube?
Yeah. And then on TikTok, I have no drafts. Like a lot of people I know that are creators have like 1,000 drafts. Do you have a lot of drafts?
My old phone does, yes. 800.
That's a lot. Yeah, I have none.
My new phone doesn't.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know, 5 or 6 or something.
Oh yeah, that's basically nothing. But yeah, I mean, the way I work with short form content is I'll film something and I want to get it up right away. So I film it, go straight into InShot, edit it, and then post it. Like it's just a pretty quick process. But as far as schedule, like I don't like setting times for myself because it feels too much like school, and I hated school. So instead of times, I have just like a rough list every day of what I want to get done. So I'll wake up and I'll be like, okay, first thing, gym, then film a YouTube video, then make short form content, then do this. Like I'll have a list in order, but there's no specific times.
Do you have any schedule for your sleep that you're keeping track of?
Ooh, I make sure to get at least 7 hours. Most nights I get 6, but I try to get 7. I feel like I've talked to you once that you get a lot of sleep.
I try.
Yeah, I feel like you were saying you go to bed early.
Yeah,
I remember that.
At one point I was doing go to sleep at 9, wake up at 5 very consistently.
That's what I remember you saying. That's crazy to me. That's so early. I can't go to bed at 9. Dude, falling asleep at midnight is hard for me because I'm used to falling asleep at like 2.
Of course it's hard. I've the 1 or 2 days that I stayed up until 2 for New Year's. Yeah, I mean, it messed me up for like a week trying to get back to any sort of schedule.
So I don't have a specific time I go to bed, but from when I go to bed, I'm like, okay, I'm going to sleep 7 hours. And then when I wake up, I'll do my stuff.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. But I'm trying to do it earlier because there is benefit to waking up early. Like today I woke up at 6 and that's so early for me.
Yeah, that's really early.
Anything before 10 is so early for me.
Totally.
But I'm trying to get in that habit.
When you go to sleep at 2, it's definitely, it's a hard push. 2, that's only 4 hours of sleep if you're waking up at 6.
So I went to bed at midnight last night.
Yeah, cool.
So I got 6.
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Cool. Are you playing any sports right now? What are you doing as a hobby?
Dude, so I love sports, specifically baseball. I played baseball my whole life.
Baseball?
I only stopped because I broke my collarbone.
Wow.
Actually, if I didn't break my collarbone, I probably would have pursued that.
Interesting.
Because when it was broken is when I really started practicing my magic. I'm like in a sling and I'm like practicing the card stuff. This is when I was younger.
Yeah.
But yeah, I loved baseball. I don't play anything right now. A couple years ago, I did join a softball league because it was fun, nostalgic. But no, I mean the only like little active thing I do is the gym. Like I love it. I don't find it an issue at all to go to the gym. The hardest part is eating right because I love food. Like I can eat like a horse.
What's your favorite food right now?
Right now.
Wait, I already asked you that question.
Well,
I asked you earlier.
Well, no. My favorite food's pizza. But like right now, because I'm trying to eat healthy, it's like my go-to is like, ooh, get me some like sausage with rice. Like it's like.
Do you have a specific meal plan that you're on right now?
I don't have a specific meal plan. But I definitely follow a structure of like only certain foods for the most part. But it's important to live. Like I'm not like, oh well, I can't take a bite of that ice cream because I'll get fat. Like no, it's like I just make sure to be health conscious.
Okay.
Yeah.
How old are you now?
I just turned 24 like a week ago.
Oh, happy birthday.
Thank you.
24. All right.
Yeah.
Did you feel any different when you turned 24?
Not really, but it does sound different than 23. 23 sounds pretty young. How old are you? 23. Oh, that's pretty young. How old are you? 24. Almost 25. But
Could almost rent a car.
yeah. But no, I'm aware how young I am, and it gives me comfort actually. Like I'm like, oh, I could fail for the next 6 years and only be 30.
You could fail for the next 10 years and be 34.
Yep.
I'm 34.
Are you really?
Yes.
I thought you were like 29 or 30.
Nope.
Wow, 34. Even I mean, it's not.
So
But
knowing that,
thought you were younger.
10 years, now just imagine 10 years of your life. What would you like to achieve? What are your goals over the next 5 years, 10 years?
Dude, you know what? You know what's funny? I don't know and I don't care. Like I guess the best way to word it is I want to continue growing in my career, whatever that looks like. I'm going to spitball. It could be I really lean into the magic. I never post anything ever again other than crazy stunts. And I become the next David Blaine. Like, oh, this guy that's so mysterious. Like he only shows up once every 4 months and he does something crazy. Or I just really like making YouTube videos and I become one of the biggest YouTubers. Or I lean into the music and release music and I'm like, oh, this is what I want. I'm not like attached to one identity of myself, which actually was kind of like an identity crisis I had like 6 months ago. I was like, who am I? Like I go by the card guy, but I barely post card tricks. Like I've been posting fitness stuff and sometimes music and stuff. But actually one of my roommates and one of my best friends, his name is Matt. He told me the other day, he's like, dude, like, I feel like you have all these strengths and you like get mad at yourself for it. He's like, lean into that. Like you're all of that. He's like, you're asking yourself, which one is me? The magician, the musician, the fitness person. He's like, it's all you, you know? So when I think 10 years down the line, I don't know what I'm going to be doing. But what I do know is I want to be known in whatever I do. And not for vanity of like, ooh, I have a lot of followers, I'm famous. But I genuinely think when you're a good role model and you're yourself, you can impact people to a level that you never thought was possible. Like when I'm in public and people come up, I've literally had people at the gym come up to me and say that they're in the gym because they saw one of my TikToks. Wow. And that was the craziest thing to me. So I just want to impact people, whatever that looks like, through magic, music, whatever. So I guess I want to be more famous in 10 years, but not for the sake of being more famous, for the sake of like making a difference, you know? It sounds so cliche and like I'm just trying to say the right thing, but it's true.
It is true. I can see it and I could see that for you. I want to know about the struggle of, so you're the card guy. Mm-hmm. Do you think that's limiting you on posting? Is that why you're not posting more, would you say?
Oh, it's so,
because like, do you feel like, okay, I have this card account and I should only be posting card tricks on this account to keep with that?
Yeah.
Be like Mr. Beast posting like some random video. I'm like, that's not where I followed Mr. Beast.
Yeah.
You know?
No, I definitely have had that dilemma. I'm like, should I just rebrand? Like, should I not be the card guy anymore and I should just be Evan or something else? Like, the card guy sounds so specific, but then I was like thinking about it. I am a magician and like people know me as a magician.
Right.
But I don't have to post magic. Like, I don't know. I think of people like PewDiePie. Like, PewDiePie, why is he called PewDiePie? Like, it doesn't matter. You don't think about it. You don't care. You associate it with him, with what he does. Like, if he was named something else, you'd probably still find him entertaining.
That's
you know?
true. Yeah.
So it's funny because when I was looking at the name The Card Guy months ago, like I was this close to changing my account just to Evan Alberto.
Right.
And then I'm like, no, The Card Guy has such a nice ring to it.
Dude,
like,
Evan Alberto has a nice ring to it. You could be like an opera singer or something.
Maybe
Evan Alberto.
maybe with music.
Is that an Italian name? What is that?
It's Cuban.
Cuban.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I thought it was limiting me, but then I'm like, it doesn't matter. Like, it really just doesn't matter. Like, I can call myself The Card Guy and never post cards again. It's just a name that's easy to remember. Like, when people do recognize me in public, they rarely say, oh, you're that guy I saw on TikTok. Because there's a lot of people you scroll through on TikTok and you know what they look like. You've seen their videos, but you don't know them or what they go by or their name. The Card Guy is just so simple. They're always like, you're the card guy. Like, because it's such an easy, rememberable.
It's like your brand.
Memorable name.
Yeah.
It's my brand. And it's like, I might start other things, maybe under a different name. Or like when I do music, I'll do that under Evan. But I'll still be known as The Card Guy.
This is the hard thing I'm like currently going through because now, I mean, for this page, I mean, I made a whole another page just to post this specifically. But a lot of people like right in the beginning were like, why don't you just post this on your main page? Mm-hmm. And to me, it makes sense to like start another brand. Yeah. Post like just this content and have people follow me just for this one specific thing. Like just long form podcasts on YouTube or the content on TikTok, you know, for interviewing creators. But I don't know. It seems very difficult to.
I don't think there's like an exact right or wrong way to do it.
Yeah.
Like if you feel like you want it on your main page, do that. If not, don't.
Right.
You know, I don't know. Like I've faced the exact same thing. Like on my account, I've definitely had those moments. Account name, The Card Guy. One every 20 videos is a card trick. Intermixed with you know, fitness and challenges and wholesome videos with strangers. I've definitely like to myself been like, who am I? But when I talked to my roommate that I just mentioned, like he was literally like, don't get mad at yourself that you like all those things. He's like, they'll attract different people.
What about what do you think about? So you said it's like a personal dilemma. How do you like to think of yourself? Do you just think of yourself as the card guy, or do you think of yourself as Evan? Or
good question. So
let's bring it back on you because we keep talking about your friend. What do you think?
Dude, good question. I genuinely until 6-7 months ago, and I think that's one of the reasons. Aside from I was really focusing on fitness, this last year, 2022, like I didn't post that much because I was having such an identity crisis. I was like, who am I? Am I the card guy? Am I Evan, the guy who likes the gym and Pokemon and like these things that are not magic? But then my brand is magic. Like I was basically like, what do I post? And it would stress me out so much to the point that I just didn't.
Yeah. I want to talk about that also because that right there is like the stress of like not posting or trying to figure out what to post can be very hard for people like just starting on TikTok and social media in general and just having the confidence to be yourself and be authentic. You know, it's important. So
yeah, dude. And that's the thing. Like I definitely was having, what's it called? Obviously
quarter life crisis.
no, that too. Billie Eilish talked about this. I'm not that I'm anywhere near her, but imposter syndrome.
Yeah.
Like I would look at the 16 million followers and the name The Card Guy with the blue check mark. And I'm like, that's not me. Like it's like, it is, but like, I wouldn't give myself credit. Like, I'm like, no. The Card Guy and Evan are separate. The Card Guy is famous internet magician that posted 5 times a day until he got what he wanted. Evan is this guy who likes to hang out with his friends and go to the gym and play Pokemon. And until I realized I can just be both. Like,
Yeah.
I'm wearing a Pokemon jacket right now, talking about my career. Like, it's, I don't know. I feel like I hit a part of me when I was doing really well on TikTok. I feel like I had to be a certain persona versus just being myself. So my goal this year being YouTube, like, I'm going to be myself. I'm not going to like fake things. I don't know.
What's your favorite channel on YouTube right now?
Great question. I mean, I love watching Mr. Beast just because he's so good at what he does. And I look at it from like the technical perspective of how did he do that? Like, how did he get that done? How did he get all those people? Like, he's definitely a genius at what he does. But I watch so many channels, dude. Like, I watch YouTube all day long. Like, if you go to my search history, it's like, gaming videos, reaction videos, documentary style stuff. I would say to draw inspiration from is Mr. Beast, but I watch everything. I can't even choose a favorite. I can't even choose a favorite category because I watch so much YouTube.
Okay, if you could only watch one YouTuber for the rest of your life, what would you watch?
Oh my God. Wow, that's a hard one. One YouTuber for the rest of my life. I feel like I'd get sick of someone if it was only them.
Maybe that's too difficult.
That's a really hard one. I think off the top of my head, I'm gonna say PewDiePie.
I was thinking that too.
Yeah, like you can tell he's just an authentic dude. He's just himself.
Yeah.
Every video is different. Like he's just a personable person. And to think he's like on top. I mean, I guess Mr. Beast passed him, but he's still on top. Like, they're both insane.
Is the goal 100 million followers, you think? Like
with me?
Yeah. I mean, just in general, like, is that the game? Cool. Is that the final boss?
I mean, maybe.
Like, it seems like right now with social media and YouTube, like everyone is like Mr. Beast is like 100 million followers. Arac, he's trying to hit 100 million followers. It seems like that's the new.
I used to care so much about the number. Not that it's not a good goal to have, but what I've found for me personally is if I set a goal and it's a number, I'll reach it and then like I'll feel happy for 2 seconds and then feel like, oh, well, I feel the same I did before. Like it at a certain point, it gets repetitive and it gets to the point where it's like, oh, is that really what I want? So like, for example, when I first hit 100K on TikTok, my close friends that saw me go from 0 to that, they were like, dude, you're famous. That's crazy. You got 100,000 people following you. I'm like, no, dude, I'm not famous. Call me famous when I reach 1 million because I thought that was so crazy.
Sure.
I hit 1 million. Same friend comes back and he's like, dude, you're famous. I'm like, little bit more, but like, At two, I'll be famous.
Why
do you 2, and it just kept like I told myself, oh, when I hit 10.
Yeah, no, I'm the same.
I don't know.
I was the same.
Yeah,
but why do you think we feel that way?
Why we feel like it's such a big goal, or why we feel like once we get there, it's so nothing.
No, the second one, yeah.
Yeah, dude, I don't know. Like, dude, I have my plaques of 100K on YouTube and 1 million on YouTube in my closet. I don't even have them hung up.
What?
Because like to me, I know, but to me. It's just literally a line of my favorite artist, NF. A line of his is, keep my plaques inside my closet. I just can't explain it. Like, my wife tells me that she's proud and I should hang them. But he's talking about how he's not proud of himself and he can't recognize his own achievements. Like, I feel like in a lot of ways, like I'm the same way. And I feel like that's one of the reasons why he's my favorite artist. But
interesting. Who is that artist?
NF. He's a rapper.
Okay.
But dude, it's like, it's not, the number isn't fulfilling for me. So it has to be a different goal. And off the top of my head, and it sounds bad, I would say that my short to midterm goal is to make a lot of money.
Yeah.
Not for the sake of making a lot of money and flexing that I have a Lambo or something.
Sure.
I want to make a lot of money because the things I like to do or the things that actually make me happy will be easier with money. For example, I love spending time with family. I love spending time with friends. I like being generous. I like treating people to things. If I have a lot of money, I have no problem. Hey, best friends, let's go to Hawaii for a week. I'll pay for it.
What?
Yeah, like I don't know. I get, it sounds crazy. I have fulfillment
Like David Dobrik level, man.
Yeah, except it wouldn't be for the camera. Not that David only does it for the camera.
That's the only person I can
yeah, but like
compare it to.
I don't know. And I don't want to do that just for the sake of like, oh, I feel so good when I do stuff for people. Like, I genuinely love spending time with people that I care about. Now, that opens the door for people to take advantage of me. That opens the door for people knowing that, ooh, if we go out to dinner with Evan, he's gonna pay.
Sure.
But I only hang around people that I know that's not their intention. I have such a small circle because I only hang out with people that care about me for Evan and not the card guy. Like, oh, my best friends don't watch my content. Like, maybe if it pops up on their For You page, but they won't go out of their time to watch my YouTube videos. Like, because they just want to play games with me. They just want to like go play basketball or whatever. You know, it's like that to me is so important. So those people, my family, like my immediate family, my cousins, my close friends, like I want to treat them to things because I feel like I'm giving back to the people that like have supported me all along. And treat myself. But when I feel like it's right.
Did you feel like since you've been on social media for a long time, 4 years, has the money you've made like kind of like gone like this at all?
Yeah, it's totally normal.
Fluctuated.
I mean, social media is not a fixed income. You know, in the 4 years that I've done it, I've made good money, but it's been different every year. Some years it's better than others. Like first year was the lowest, which would make sense. Second year was pretty good. Third year was the best. Fourth year was not the least.
Wait, this is the fourth year.
Well, this past year. So like 2022.
Yeah.
Because like it's been almost full years.
Wow.
I was this last year. It wasn't my best. It also wasn't my worst. Like it fluctuates, you know? But it's all about input. Like I didn't post as much. I didn't do as many brand deals. I didn't do, so it would make sense that it wasn't my best.
Did you,
I'm not sweating it.
In the beginning of like your career, sounds so funny to say that.
I'm still in the beginning. It's
yeah,
so
you're
crazy.
still
Yeah,
there.
it's so funny.
Did you focus more on doing brand deals? Did you find that you were doing brand deals like longer length? Like
so
a year?
I actually, dude, I can probably count on my
One-offs?
hands how many brand deals I've done. Like it's not even that many. I would like to do more.
Can we talk about income sources?
Yeah. So the way I started making money on social media was live streams. I would do live streams on TikTok and, you know, people can donate. That was my main income for that first year. Wow. And, you know,
Me too.
Really?
2019.
Yeah. I feel like that was like how TikTokers made money. Like it was new. Brands weren't really putting money into deals that much. So I did that. Now, this is a whole different conversation and I don't even mind like bagging on them because there's some that are so scummy and you should feel ashamed of yourself.
Oh no, what is it?
Have you gone through TikTok and seen the live streams now of like people begging for money? Like, and it's so cringe, bro. Like it's just, it comes off very inauthentic. It's very like, I don't know. I'm not going to name names mainly because I don't know their names, but it just comes off very like, give me money. Whereas with me, it was like, I was doing magic for hours on live stream. And then when someone donated, I would teach how I did it, right? Or like I would do stuff like, you know, if they donate, I'll follow them back. Or like it was something, sure, there's an incentive.
Yeah.
And obviously I'm trying to get donations, but I would make it very clear. I'm like, guys, if you don't have the means to, please don't donate. Like if you can and you want me to teach this, sure, whatever. And then it would benefit everyone else, right? So that's the only way I was making money.
Wow.
Eventually got to the point that I started making money in other ways, like brand deals, like YouTube videos.
Like basically I want to know, so you were working at Mercedes, right?
Yeah. So
and how much did you have to make? I don't want to ask you that.
No. There's
if you're comfortable,
I have zero shame in talking about money. Like
how did
I
you
know a
make
lot of
the
people are like
switch?
really private about that stuff. I just don't care. Like if anything, it can be inspiring to people. Or,
yeah, that's what I want to get.
Yeah. So when I was at Mercedes, I got hired as a lot porter, which basically means when someone brings in their car to get fixed, serviced, you know, they have a bad tire. It's my job to drive it from the front. I get the keys from them, say, hey, I hope you have a good day. It'll be ready in 2 days, whatever. I grab the car, I drive it to the back where the shop is, like where they fix stuff, where all the mechanics are. And then I walk back up. And then the next person, I get their keys, I drive it to the back, I walk back up.
Wow.
I like, it's a lot of walking.
Sure.
But basically I was just driving cars. And that was all my job was. One day my boss came up to me and the other lot porters and said, "Hey, we're short a janitor. Like we only have one, and it's a huge dealership. Like it's one of the biggest. It's in Orange County." He's like, we only have one janitor. We need another. Do any of you guys want to do it? It would be the same pay. Everyone's like, I don't want to be the janitor because it sounds like, oh, I feel like porter is like a little more official. I'm like, I'll do it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, I don't care. I don't care about the title. I'm like, also, it was hot. It was summer. AC inside, cleaning windows and cleaning the toilets. Even though it doesn't sound glamorous, like I took that opportunity as like, okay, I'll get paid the same. I don't have to walk back and forth. I'm just gonna be inside in the AC cleaning stuff. I'll have my AirPod in, listening to podcasts, listening to music.
Yeah.
It was some of the best days of my life, genuinely. Like people don't realize how good, and I'm not unaware that some people have very miserable lives, and I feel for them. But like I do feel like a lot of people are in a better situation than they think. I could have been like, oh, I'm a janitor. Like, what am I doing with my life? I'm like, no, like this is lit. Like I'm just cleaning in AC, and I'm listening to podcasts about like creators and social media. I'm like, oh, I really want to like do this. And I was making videos for fun. But basically, as I was a janitor, my boss came up to me and said, "Hey, I recognize like how hard you are at working. Wow. Let's move you to reception. You also have a good personality. Let's move you to reception to greet people when they come in, and we'll give you a raise." So I went from making $12 an hour to 15. Like, and I was making $15 an hour, close to like 100 for the whole day, like 8-hour shift. I don't know. I'm bad at math. I think that's around what it is.
Sure.
Around $100. And as I was grinding videos on the side, I told myself, once I make $100 a day on social media, I'll quit. And once I got to that point, I quit. Like that day. Perfect timing.
Sorry about that.
No, you're good. But yeah,
that was good timing.
Once I got to that point, that was the benchmark. Like $100 a day. That's
just from live streaming.
Yeah, just from live streaming. Okay. That was the initial. And then what was really cool is, some days would be 50, some days 70, some days 30, but it would average out to 100. And then once my first brand deal came in, I was like, that's like doing so many live streams. Like that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was cool. It was a cool feeling. And then I started posting YouTube videos. I would say right now is the first time that I've really tried on YouTube, and I'm excited to see what this year holds. But I would just like repost TikToks, and like there's some compilations that do well and they've made me money. YouTube is crazy for that. I mean, I've reposted TikTok compilations and made good money from that.
Yeah, the one I saw had 16 million views.
Dude, that video.
Well, tell me about that. What's going on?
Dude, it's crazy. It's crazy, bro. Yeah. Like I can't fathom, like I'm literally at a loss for words because the majority of my YouTube income ever is from that video alone.
The one video?
The one video has the majority of my YouTube income.
It's called Best Optical Illusions.
So,
right?
Yeah, and it's literally just a TikTok compilation. Like, I didn't think it would do well. I posted it because I wanted to make a YouTube video, but was too lazy to film one. So I'm like, oh, let me just like get a bunch of my TikToks and put them together. Still has the TikTok watermarks on all of them. Look at these ads. Yeah, get that bread. It's making that money for me. It's literally just a bunch of my illusions. That's all it is. There's no intro. There's no outro. The watermark is there. It's vertical. Dude, I did not think this would do so well. Like I said, I posted it because I didn't want to make a YouTube video, but I was like, I should post on YouTube. Let me just like get a bunch of my TikToks. And I threw it up there. And this video converted to 200,000 subscribers.
No way.
It's a compilation. Like, and it converted to, I won't say the exact amount, but like a lot. About 6 figures.
Wow.
For one video. So when I saw that, that's when I was like, okay, 2023, I'm making videos every day. Because if even 5 videos out of 365, 360 fail, 5 of them do that, like $500,000. That was my mindset behind doing YouTube this year. That was my mindset behind doing YouTube this year. Genuinely, this one video making just shy of $100,000. It's like 90 or something. Like I don't care talking about it, like I don't care. It's my one video that's made a lot of money on YouTube. So I'm like, dude, if I have 5 of those this year, that's crazy. So like that's the goal. Like genuinely, my goal. I told myself, okay, I'm gonna post every day. If even just a few of them blow up, I don't care what the other ones do. But guess what will happen as a side effect? Like if I were to guess by the end of the year, they'll all be doing pretty well. Maybe not like that.
Dude, we should do this interview again in 1 year and see.
Please.
Oh my gosh.
I would love to. I'll be like, yeah,
crazy.
My account got shut down.
No.
I want to make another video like this, but that's not just a compilation. I want to like see what a YouTube tailored optical illusions video would look like.
Yeah.
And I think the closest thing it'll be like, you ever watch Shane Dawson's old like conspiracy theory videos?
No.
Okay. Well, he made these like 45-minute, like just sat at a table, but like with really good editing, like, you know, ominous music, like these, he would tell these conspiracies and the watch time was probably so good because it's like 45 minutes.
Yeah.
But of just interesting stories and conspiracies. I feel like that vibe, but illusions will be interesting.
Cool.
So I'll try that.
Cool.
Yeah.
Now, what were you using to record yourself back then? Let's talk about equipment for a second.
Oh, dude, just my iPhone. That's all I've ever used. And when I say all I've ever used, there's like maybe a couple videos that are anomalies. Like when I went to the Hype House and did magic for everyone, it was my friend's camera. He had like a Canon something. I don't even know cameras, dude. But we used his camera. But since I edited it on my phone, by the time I uploaded it, it basically like downgraded the resolution to basically what an iPhone. But iPhones are good, dude. Like it's good enough. Like, dude, if you have a smartphone, it's good enough. People are like, oh, I can't make videos till I have this camera. No, like it doesn't matter. Like genuinely. Yeah. I would argue way more important than the quality of the video is audio in the sense of
professional microphones.
Lost my train of thought.
In the sense of
not even necessarily like, just microphones, but what I mean by audio is like the video. Listening to the video is more important. I completely lost my train of thought.
I get it. I know what you're saying.
I guess what I'm saying is like what you're hearing. As long as what you're hearing is interesting. Yeah. Like the quality of the pixels don't matter that much. I agree. I don't know. I guess what I'm saying is like this. I don't know if audio is the right word. The subject matter, I guess.
I would say both. Yeah. Yeah. That's cool. Yeah. Why optical illusions?
Dude, optical illusions because as I'm a receptionist at Mercedes, I'm thinking, ooh, like what's a good video that'll go viral? Like what's a good video that will like really get me a start? And at the time, my best video was that 500K David Blaine video, but I hadn't been able to replicate it. Every video since then was like, okay, nowhere near 500K. I'm like, I need my first like good video. And I'm like, what's something that is like magic, but not magic? I'm literally thinking this in my head at work. I'm like, what is something that is interactive? Maybe if it's something that they feel like they're a part of, they'll watch it. So I'm like, it's almost like doing magic for the camera, but it's not magic. I'm like, oh, maybe like illusions. So I looked up optical illusions and I found one. It was a picture of Jesus. And it's a picture of Jesus where basically it's like you look at it for like a minute or whatever, and then you look at your ceiling and you like clear as day, you see it on your ceiling. Right. And I'm like, whoa, that's interesting. When I get home, I'll film that. I get home, I set up my phone and I just, I put on a little, vibe where it's, interesting. So I'm like, don't blink, stare at the middle of your screen and I'm going to make Jesus appear on your ceiling. Right. Like I say something like that. And dude, I had no idea. 1 hour later, 1 million views. 1 hour. I'm like, I remember going to Chili's with my dad and it was my first viral video. I'm like, Dad, I posted a video an hour ago. It's like 1 million. Hour later, it was like 2 million. It kept going. And eventually it like capped out at like 16 million. And that video got me from, I'm not joking, it got me from, I want to say like 50K followers to like 600K. Like it just went crazy, like in just the span of a couple days. So then I just kept doing it because it did so well. And the next one was like 30 million. The next, like it was nuts. I mean, I never thought they would perform how they did.
I could notice with the video. Were you aware at that time that the types of video you were making are good to watch without sound? Like that's one of the reasons they may be going viral because they're an international audience. It hits the international audience.
So not from the first one, but when I started to repost stuff on my Instagram and started getting followers there, that's when I realized it. Because a lot of people, including me, go through Instagram without the sound on. TikTok, you typically have sound on, right? Instagram, because you're seeing photos also, a lot of times you don't have your sound on. But when it started performing well on Instagram, I'm like, oh, interesting. I wonder why. And I started analyzing it. And the videos that I would put text on the screen did better. I'm like, oh, maybe it's because they're watching without sound. So then I started putting text on pretty much every video. It's so time consuming. Even just putting subtitles on a 1 minute TikTok. Dude, subtitles are a pain, but they help.
I'm going to introduce you to something because I don't think you know about it. Because I used to pay for Video Leap also.
Okay.
I think I've paid for Video Leap to like one-time fee.
Yeah.
I use CapCut.
CapCut's great. I recently started using it. I'm so used to the interface of InShot, but I have used CapCut a couple times.
You know, CapCut has like an automatic text caption.
I feel like
button.
they're never exactly accurate, though.
They're 95% accurate.
Change a couple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah, I'll probably start doing that.
And they have a desktop thing. Like I've been editing all my videos in CapCut on here. You know, this sort of opener for a video of you like running into the like.
Yeah.
How'd you come up with that?
Well, I had seen it. I had seen it a couple times. I didn't create the idea of like walking into the mirror.
You're the first person I saw do it with an illusion.
For sure. For sure. I don't want to quote myself on this, but I feel like I'm the first person that did illusions at all. I see it all the time now from non-magicians.
One of my first videos that went viral.
Well, because they're interesting, right?
Illusion.
So it's like, I mean, I have no problem. The reason I can't get upset, I didn't create these illusions.
No.
I go on Google and I find ones that I think are interesting, and then I talk over it, right? I can't claim it's my own, right?
Of course. Of course.
There have been a couple that I have made, actually. You change the coloration of certain pictures and like it works. Only a couple times. Okay. But most of these I just find on Google. And what's very interesting that people don't realize, I learned that there was a certain intonation of my voice that would make the videos go more viral. Dude, I swear to God, I can even show you which one it is. Sure. Actually, I saw it not that long ago.
Is it on YouTube or
it's definitely in that compilation. It's in there somewhere. Wait, back it up a little bit. It's the one. Oh, it's that one. Wait, whoa. We were actually just there. The one that you just saw. I don't know if that was later in the video. Okay, this one. Pause it. You'll notice it. This video, this illusion, I saw and I was tripping out. I saw it on YouTube. Basically, the illusion is like, it's a black and white photo, but if you stare long enough, it turns into color. So weird. Like you see the green trees, the building is yellow. Like it's crazy. I saw that on YouTube on a random channel and I'm like, whoa, that's sick. I want to do a voiceover of this. I post it. It gets, I want to say like 100K views in the first 48 hours or something. And I'm like, At the time I was judging a video by like, 100K in 24 hours. It's pretty decent. 148, I was like, it's not, is there something I can change about it? Because I feel like this deserves like at least 1 million. Like it's so good. And then I watched back the video and the way that I initially recorded it was like, okay, guys, this illusion is crazy. Watch this. Like excited. And I'm like, let me delete that, refilm it with a more mysterious tone.
Okay.
So I'm like, let me say it like, don't blink. Like that. Like very like you could play the beginning. Like listen to me just say it. Back it up a little bit.
Blink a few times. Do you still see it? Let me know.
It's the next one.
It's the next one. Yeah.
That's pretty crazy.
Same day though, same hoodie.
You're gonna hallucinate.
That's what it was.
Stare at the dot in the middle.
You're gonna hallucinate. Like very like to the point, like you're gonna hallucinate. Blah blah blah. I literally changed the intro. What had gotten 100K views, I posted, has 25 million views. So, and it converted to like 500,000 followers. Like, it was so interesting though, because that was a case study for me where it's like, oh, little things like just how I say a sentence or the words I use can change the outcome of the video. So now it's like, I'm really conscious of like how I edit things, how I talk. It's a lot, way more goes into making content than people know. And I mean, you'd know that. Like any creator knows it's not as simple as just picking up your phone and making a viral video. Maybe sometimes you got lucky, but most of the time it's like thought has to go into it.
When you were making 5 videos a day, though, I mean, you kind of just going off the whim, right?
I would go off the whim in the sense of if I thought of an idea, I would just film it, but I would still be conscious to like make it the best that I can.
Would you write down all, this is a conversation from one of my other videos, but would you write down all of your ideas or would you just go do it?
Dude, I would just do it. Like I would never even think ahead. Basically, I was just a content machine in the sense of like, I didn't do anything or think about anything but content. So if I'm at dinner with my friends and I see like, oh, this is literally one. My friend was solving a Rubik's Cube while we were at California Pizza Kitchen. I was going to say Pizza Chicken. Pizza Kitchen. CPK. He's eating a pasta and he's solving a Rubik's Cube. And I'm like, oh, that's kind of funny. I don't even tell him. I just go, Jake, solve that in 30 seconds. I'll pay for your food. And he's like,
yes.
Okay. Like it was real.
Yeah.
And he does it.
No
right.
way.
And I'm like, oh, whatever. And that video got like 20 million views.
Wow.
And I'm like, why did I get 20 million views? I look back, I look at the comments. That pasta looks dry as hell. Like, dude, just the most random stuff sometimes. But I use that one not necessarily as an example of what makes amazing content, but like it showed me like, oh, I can just make content of anything. So I would just see ideas and just do it like in the moment. Like I said, like my most popular series, I guess, unless you count Illusions as a series, was Guess the Price. And it was just my friend and I were at Target shopping for stuff. And I'm like, dude, I'm just going to ask you prices of things, okay? He's like, okay. And then it went viral.
So why do you, because now I was kind of the same way when I first started, like posting everything and anything.
Yeah.
And now we're talking about slowing down a little bit. We're going to be like posting, well, obviously going hard on YouTube, but
yeah.
On TikTok, you're going to be posting. What's your strategy again?
So here's the thing.
Yeah.
I will say it before anyone. It's like career-wise, following-wise on TikTok, it is not the smart thing to do. Like me saying that I post less than I used to is not the strat. Like I should post more. And like for me, I got so I think I got really picky about my own content. And like that's something that I need to work through because I would like to be at the point where I post like I used to.
This is what I want to talk about because I'm like in the same mind frame right now as like, when did that happen? When did that switch come where we started like really caring so much?
Dude,
to make good content, I guess. Or like what even is good content?
That's
so subjective.
The thing, dude. It's so subjective because while I look back at some of my old videos and I'm like, I don't really want to go film a Guess the Price. I don't really want. Why? Like, why do I not want to do that? It's so interesting. I think, and maybe this is like an intervention. Maybe you're helping me realize. I genuinely, like, if I could pin my finger on it, it's like, I think I associate the content I used to make with my quality of life at the time. Because although I was doing great online, I was very out of shape. I wasn't happy, like, in a lot of aspects of my life. I feel like that's one of the reasons why I only did content was because it was like escape. Like now it's like, I know that I'm a lot happier in my personal life. I know I'm doing a lot better things like, you know, like I said, like reading more and going to the gym and eating healthier. Like, I think there's almost like a subconscious fear of if I slip back into the content, I'll lose a part of myself.
Sure.
Which isn't true if I know that. Like, if I'm aware of that, I can prevent it, you know?
It's like an
so I don't know. Maybe after this, people are just going to see, like, people are going to watch this and be like, what do you mean he barely posts? He posted 10 times today. Like, I don't know. Maybe after this, I'll like want to post more again. But I got too picky. And I think it's because I was like, oh, I'm only going to make content. Like, if I'm really proud of it, if like I'm in the mood, like, well, no, it's your job. You can't just do it when you're in the mood. Which is hard. And I'm sure you've encountered this. We're human.
Yeah.
But when you have to be a personality, you have to be entertaining, you have to be funny, you have to be like,
yeah.
I'm sure comedians go through it. I'm sure actors go through it. Like, it's hard when you don't feel like doing it.
You know what I found working the best for me is scheduling it. So like scheduling this and just showing up. All I have to do is show up. All you have to do is show up. And like, that's been the easiest way to make content is like schedule a time. Okay, I'm going to make content today between 11 and 2.
Yeah.
Let's just say. And then just showing up for your own time.
Literally.
It helped me so much to just press record, record whatever comes and post whatever comes. And you have to have the confidence to press, not only record it, but press post also.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a second part. Do you have videos that you've just never posted?
Yeah.
Yeah.
On my phone, on my drafts.
Everyone does. Yeah. Certain things that you film and you're like, oh, it's not really worth posting. But then it's like literally Gary Vee, who I know we both admire. Like he's said before, he's like, a big mistake creators make is they make the decision how the audience is going to like it or not before they even post it.
Right.
Like videos I didn't even think would go viral have gone viral. And then videos that I thought were going to do well. Dude, I went skydiving with strangers. Now other people have done it. But when I did it, I was like, I've never seen this on TikTok. I will give credit. I have seen Yes Theory do it years ago.
Right.
But I did it in a very new kind of format where I just, short form, vertical, I just went up to a stranger and I said, what's something you've never done and you'd want to do? He said skydiving. I'm like, would you do it right now if I paid for it? Very on the spot.
What?
Dude, I thought that video was crazy. And it didn't go that viral.
Where did you post it though?
Everywhere. And
did you edit it?
Dude, I feel like the editing's on point. Like I genuinely, like, because I reflected on it, I'm like, oh, is there something I could have done better? I genuinely think it's a good video, but sometimes you post something and it doesn't perform how you wanted it to. But to this day, it's one of my favorite videos I've ever made because there's comments that are like, oh, this is clearly fake. No, it's not. Like, I know it was real. I know I went up to a stranger, said that. We drove for an hour and a half to San Diego to go to a skydiving place that was open, and we just did it. Like, it was so cool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
If you had to think of an idea right now, what would be like a random cool idea? How did you come up with that idea? Like,
so basically I was wanting new content. I was like, I need to start posting again. This was like a few months ago.
Yeah.
A few. Oh my God, it's like 7 months ago. I wanted to post something, but I'm like, I don't want to post my old content. Like, I don't know. It doesn't excite me. I don't want to go do a guest surprise. I don't want to do this. Like,
sure.
Let me do something new. So I'm like, what can I do? I want to do something with strangers. Maybe I should ask them something. Like, that's very engaging. Like, on the spot, like, ask them something. And then I was just thinking of questions to ask them. What's your favorite memory? And I was thinking all these different questions. And that itself, I think could be a series. And I'll probably start doing that, honestly, now that I'm thinking about it. Just asking different questions and then doing something related. But in my head, like, I stumbled across the idea, what's something you've never done before? And I'm like, ooh, and then we can do it on the spot. So that's what it was. And then I asked a few people and they said something that I could, like, I asked this one guy, he's like, I want to go to the Great Wall of China. And I'm like, damn, if I had the money for it and I wasn't busy tomorrow, that would be sick.
What?
But obviously we didn't do that. So then I asked someone else and they said skydiving also. Wow. But they said that they weren't free today. But eventually I found someone that when they said skydiving and I said, would you do it right now? They said yes.
How many people did you ask? You remember?
Maybe like 5.
5.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I want to say I asked like 5 different people and like the 5th person said they were down.
It's kind of a genius thing to do, to just like walk up to somebody and say, like, it's infinite content kind of.
It's infinite content because the thing is, like, I can repeat that video and get a totally different answer.
Exactly.
Yeah. And I've thought of other questions. One I'm going to do, here's a little sneak peek. One I'm going to do is I'm going to ask someone, what's your biggest fear? And then conquer it with them.
Ooh.
I don't know if they'll do that though. Because I know if someone asked me, I'd be so hesitant. I'm so scared I'm so scared of sharks.
Oh my God.
So if someone asked me my biggest fear, it would be shark diving.
Oh,
dude, like you would have to give me so much money for that.
Why money? Why?
Because what other incentive would there be?
I don't know.
Like, no, it would
just to say.
No,
just to say.
No, I'd rather do anything.
I would
rather skydive 100 times.
Really?
Than get in a cage. Not even free diving. Like, even the enclosed cage. Like, dude, I feel like just seeing a shark in person will, like, give me a heart attack. Like, dude, it's so bad. Everyone that knows me, like, in real life, like, it is a common theme in my life to, like, make fun of me that I won't watch Jaws. Like, I won't go in the ocean.
That's okay.
Yeah. You go in the ocean, you surf, right?
I do, yeah.
Yeah. Like, I'll go, like, knee deep.
Okay.
But I won't, like, go in the water.
So how many platforms are you on right now?
Mainly 4. I should get on Facebook because there's good reach on there. And I hear that there's good money to be made on it too.
Yeah.
But the 4 that I'm on right now are YouTube, TikTok, Snapchat, and Instagram. Those are the 4 that I use.
Cool.
Yeah. I won't say which ones I like more though, because then they're gonna be mad at me.
No worries. I asked ChatGPT what
what
I should ask you.
You put me in it specifically?
I mean, not you specifically.
Okay, I was gonna say,
I just told it. I said my guest today is a magician. What are 5 questions I should ask him?
Ooh.
And he also, it's also, I'm calling it a he already. It's weird. But I also like keep the whole conversation in one chat, right?
Yeah.
With all my creators. So I'm like, it already understands that I have a podcast called Breakout Creator,
That's so crazy.
right?
ChatGPT, I literally, it's so funny. I went on it today to get video ideas.
Okay.
But I couldn't. It said the server was full.
Well, you just keep trying. You just gotta try again.
True.
Well, it said, how did you become interested in magic and mentalism, and what drew you to those fields?
Ooh. Okay, so like I said, I started when I got grounded, but the reason I was drawn to it, like in my head when I was grounded, I'm like, what's something fun? Oh, magic. I just always had good memories of magic. Like I remember being in Vegas when I was like 6 years old with my parents in one of the hotels, and there was a magic shop, and like it's my earliest memory of magic. The guy was like, he had like a little light and he's like throwing the light.
Yep.
I remember that clear as day. It's one of my earliest memories in general.
Wow.
But I always loved magic. So I'm like, oh, what if I learn it?
Can you share a bit about your training and how you learned to perform these illusions and mental feats?
Ooh. So I started by just looking up YouTube videos, how to do magic. Yeah, shout out. These are such niche names, but magicians will know. Shout out Miss Mag 822, Andy Field Magic, Jarek 120, like people, YouTubers that were just known that they taught magic, and they probably received so much hate from magicians. But it was good for creating new magicians, right? So I started on YouTube, and then what would happen is I'd go to school, do magic for my friends. They'd come back the next day saying, "Ha, I found the tutorial on YouTube. I know how you did it." So I'm like, okay, I got to find sources that people aren't going to find so easily. So I found like old books and like started making up stuff myself, stuff like that.
Okay. What is your favorite type of magic or mentalism to perform, and why?
So definitely cards. I am the card guy. But specifically things that like kind of start as a card trick, but then become something more. So what I mean by that is like, I always like to add an extra layer. So instead of just doing a card trick where they pick a card and then I reveal that I know it, it's like, okay, let's add something like external from the cards. Hence, like it's in my Instagram bio or it's, in my shoe. Like I feel like anytime you can do something where it takes away from the deck, I don't know. It's a very specific, there's nothing, like there's no name for it. But like, I guess tricks where it's like, it's a card trick, but it ends up being so much crazier. Like I'm definitely going to get cards tattooed on me and just like reveal them. And, like it's just stuff like that. But on video, I can really only do that once. Because if I just have different tattoos of different
You just
cards,
have all the cards tattooed somewhere.
I'm not kidding. I've thought of that, but 52 spots is a little hard. But I'm saving that trick for like a Justin Bieber or something.
Wow.
Like have them pick a card, think of a card, and then it's tattooed on me. Like something crazy like that. Because I can't repeat that
Are you
again.
going to give yourself like a spread of cards, like 3 options just in case? Like,
I don't know.
don't know.
We'll
Can't
see.
reveal that?
We'll see. I can't reveal it, but I can do that. I will say that. Like I can have it so a card that Justin Bieber thinks of, it will be tattooed on me. Let's clip that in a few years when I do it for him. Years ago, I said I was going to do it.
Totally.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to do like that?
Oh, dude.
I mean, why not? We got 10 more minutes.
Dude.
I'm going to send you this whole thing. So.
One day I will do a death-defying stunt.
Okay.
And it will be crazy. I don't know what it is.
Like in ice or something?
Dude, I don't know about in ice. David Blaine's done that.
Air,
even if he had
ground.
It. Dude, I don't know, but I will do something crazy. I will do something death-defying. And the world is going to like it. But it won't be for a long time. Like this is 2023. It'll be long time from now.
Okay.
Up to 3 months from now. Like
jumping off of a skyscraper.
Jeez. Dude, the thing is that stuff scares me. Like I genuinely, I've never met David Blaine. I would love to. But he has to be a different breed of human. Like so much of the stuff he does, like there is actual risk he's going to die.
Yeah.
I feel like if I did something death defying, it would I would have to make sure so much is in check. Not that he doesn't, obviously make sure, but like, I feel like he's the type that he has such a passion for magic and what he does that he doesn't care if he dies doing it. I feel like you have to be at a certain point where it's like, oh, well, if I die, I died doing what I love. I don't know if I would die for a stunt, dude. Like, if there was real risk of me dying, I probably wouldn't.
Good.
Yeah. That's just not.
I mean,
that's
I'm
not
gonna
what's
say good
important to
because
me.
I'd rather you be here.
Yeah.
Damn. If you could tell the viewer, like, inspire the viewer a little bit to get started posting, how would you inspire them to get them to start posting?
My recommendation for posting is to just not hold anything back in the sense of, like, be yourself. Don't feel like you have to be someone else. Like, if you're really nerdy, like you just have such a passion for this specific video game. Like, if you post about that and you learn how to make videos, you'll find people who are just as passionate about it as you. They may not have the courage or the personality to do it on camera, but they'll love your videos. Like, you just be yourself. Like, just be yourself and don't stop just because they're not getting views, because they're not going to at the beginning. Like, that's just how it works. You might get lucky. You might, if your first video gets 1 million views, that's cool, but don't expect that the next one will too. You know, like, that's just not how it happens.
Sure. Nice.
So,
Cool. Yeah. If you can't be yourself, be pasta.
Yeah, because pasta's great.
Let's see.
Someone said, "How long have you liked the Yankees?" Because I'm wearing this hat.
Okay, how long have you liked the Yankees?
Since I was a kid, dude. I've loved baseball my whole life. I've watched it my whole life. I played the video games, MLB The Show. Oh, such a good game. I just love Derek Jeter. Like, Derek Jeter is the only reason I like the Yankees.
Cool.
Just legend.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So why haven't you posted on Facebook?
Dude.
Just late to the game or what?
Two things, and it's all on me. Like, one, laziness. Like, it's just another thing to do. And I know there's like companies that literally like repost your stuff for you.
Yeah.
So I've looked into that. But also, like, I want to understand the platform. Like, I don't want to just like throw my videos on there without understanding like what does. But then again, though, like, how do you know what does well? You try. So I don't know. I think genuinely it comes down to I just haven't made the time for it, and that's literally on me.
What about Snapchat?
Snapchat, I love Snapchat. My first tattoo, I have like 13 tattoos now. My first one was a Snapchat logo. I don't know if the camera can see it.
What? Okay. Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That was I'll quickly touch on it. Snapchat changed my life, like, financially.
Really?
Yeah, like during 2021. They're still doing it now, but it was crazier than Spotlight, where like you post videos and like you could win lots of prize money for having the most viral videos of the day. I just posted all my TikToks on there, and they made really good money, and it definitely helped me a lot.
Yeah.
In a spot that, like, I wasn't doing that well financially. I was doing okay, but it changed the course of a lot of things. So that's why it was my first tattoo. One more that I see on here. Someone even said, "What's a music score that you enjoy listening to?" But we already talked about Interstellar.
Yeah.
Which goal are you most proud of, and why?
Which goal are you most proud of? So which goal are you most proud of, and why?
Goal that I'm most proud of. Let's see. I'm very proud. I was able to buy my own house, which was huge.
Wow.
Yeah. But what's interesting is, although that's by far like my biggest achievement, but the one that hit the hardest for me actually was when I was #1 trending on TikTok. Had no financial gain, had no real world benefit. Like, it was just, to me, that's when I felt like I had made it. Like, there was a point, it was that month that I had 600 million views. Like, that wasn't my average every month, but it definitely was in the hundreds, like maybe like 3 or 4. But that was my best month, 600.
Wow.
And I was, at the time, if you went to TikTok.com on a computer, there was a list of the most watched people. And I was #1.
Wow.
I was #1 above Charlie, above Addison. And that's like when they were them.
Yeah.
Like, so that to me was like, whoa, like, right. I really made it. Like, that's crazy. And basically it was updated every day. Like, it's basically who has gotten the most views on their account, the most views in total today. And I held it for like 5 days straight. And to me, that was like, I was above The Rock, Justin Bieber, like all these like celebrities. And to see like the card guy next to like a #1 was just crazy to me. like real world, obviously getting the house is like a huge accomplishment. I'm super proud of that. But that was the most crazy to me. Like that was just like, whoa. I definitely shed a tear when I saw that. That was just, I don't even know how I found out. I think I just looked on TikTok.com. Oh, I've never seen it from a computer before. I wonder if they have like an interface for desktop. Oh, there's a trending tab. And then I saw myself as the number one. And I was like, whoa, that's crazy.
You've been following along with what Elon Musk is doing on Twitter. He might bring Vine back.
I heard that.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting.
Okay.
I would definitely post on there.
Be sick.
Yeah. I know you'd be posting on there all the time.
Sure. Of course.
Yeah. Got to stay on every platform.
Why not? Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
I've had fun.
Oh, where can people find you?
The Card Guy on everything. Well, it's Evan the Card Guy on Snapchat because the card guy was taken. But Evan the Card Guy on Snapchat, the Card Guy everywhere else.
Cool. Thanks.
Yep.
Evan. Thanks, bro.
Thank you.
Right. Oh, I forgot to hit record.
Stupid.
What am I? I'm made of metal.
Okay.
What am I?
Oh, I have to guess before you say anything?
Yeah.
Made of metal.
Yep. Yep.
A pole.
No, my metal used to be mostly copper. Used to be.
What?
You're gonna
iPhone.
No, I'm usually the smallest of my kind.
Smallest metal? What?
Mm-hmm.
Magnet?
Nope.
No.
In the U.S., Abraham Lincoln is pictured on me.
A penny.
Yeah, dang it. You got it. What am I? I'm good for a diet.
Apples.
No, I have 0 calories.
Water.
No, some say I have 0 taste.
0 calories. 0 taste.
Guess.
Lemon.
No, I am a veggie tray staple.
Pickle.
No, what kind of veggie trays do you eating? I'm loaded with potassium and vitamin K.
It's not a banana because a banana has calories.
Right.
It's also not a veggie.
Right.
Wait, what? Apple cider vinegar.
No, I often get served with carrots and dip.
Hummus.
No, I grow as a stringy
cucumber.
stalk. No.
Wait. Oh, what's that other one? Not cucumber. It's
Yeah.
No, wait, what is that? it's like this, and you dip it. Wait, what are those called?
What do you mean? What are those called?
Don't tell me.
Okay.
Oh my god. It comes in the bowl with the hummus and the ranch and the carrots.
Does it?
Wait, celery.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember what celery was called. I pictured it in my head, and I'm like, what's that called? Clearly, I don't eat it.
That was awesome. That's a great one.
Yeah, that's a clip right there.
All right. What am I? I am a tool.
Hammer.
No, I was Leonardo da Vinci's idea.
Screwdriver.
No, I was invented in the 1950s.
1950s. What? Tool?
Yep. What is it?
An easel.
No,
That's
Reagan
way
was
before
the
1950.
Reagan was the first American president to wear me.
Where? A watch?
No.
Watches are way before. What am I
Yeah.
thinking?
No. Wear me for a day, then throw me away.
Underwear? No,
No.
that's not a tool. Not invented in 1950. Wear me for a day and throw me away. What do you wear for a day?
Right?
Condom.
No. I can make your brown eyes blue.
Contact.
Yes. What am I? I am hot.
Fire.
No, I can be black or white.
I was gonna say a person. That would have been funny, but I couldn't think of anyone. I'd be black or white, and I'm hot. What? A newspaper.
No, I can also be green, yellow, or red.
A light.
No, I am native to India.
I have no idea.
I can be a food and a spice.
Curry.
Nope. You can grind, roast, stuff, or grill me.
Is it like a vegetable? I'm so confused.
It
A potato?
Might be. No, it's not a potato. When people think of salt, they often think of me.
I have no clue.
You're gonna get it. You're gonna get
No,
it.
I'm
Sure.
not.
Take one guess.
I don't know. I feel like potato was my best guess.
You were so close.
Yam.
No, not again. All right. What am I with the initial P? Not potato though. Yes.
Panda.
No, not a panda. A pepper. What am I? I am a food.
Watermelon.
No, I'm usually flat.
Pizza.
No, my batter cannot hit a baseball.
Dough.
No. People enjoy stacking me.
Pancakes.
Yeah. Right.
I was thinking the right shape. I got pizza, dough.
You got
pancake.
it. Would you rather?
Yes.
Would you rather have a Texas accent and live in New York City or have a New York accent and live in Texas?
Ooh, a New York accent and live in Texas.
Okay.
That's a cool accent.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just is. I'm not gonna do it, but it's good. I would butcher it.
All right. Would you rather fall down 20 wooden steps while dressed normally or fall down 40 concrete steps while wearing a football helmet, knee pads, elbow pads, and a wrist guard?
40 steps and all that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Why?
I just feel safer.
Safer.
It
All right.
kind of sounds fun.
It does. All right. Mr. and Mrs. Clatter have 5 children. Half of them are boys. How is this possible?
They have how many children?
5.
They have 5 children,
Yes.
and half of them are boys.
Right.
Can you say the whole thing one more time?
Sure can. Mr. and Mrs. Clatter have 5 children. Half of them are boys. How is this possible?
Because maybe one of them is over 18, so they're an adult. No?
No. Oh, good guess.
Originally, I was thinking, oh, you're counting the mom and dad, because when you say half of them, you're talking about the whole family, not just the kids.
Nope.
But that's also an odd number.
Yeah.
Half of them are boys. Wow. I used to ask so many riddles on TikTok, and I can't even answer one.
Aha.
I'm normally good with them. I can't figure this one out. Hold on. Mr. and Mrs.
We got
Clatter.
time.
Mr. and Mrs. Clatter.
You can't leave until you get this.
Can you say it one more time?
Sure. Mr. and Mrs. Clatter have 5 children. Half of them are boys. How is this possible?
Half of them are boys. What?
Yes.
I don't know.
Come on.
I'll get the next one. I cannot figure this one out.
All right. You ready? You sure?
I'm going to feel so dumb.
All right. The other half are boys.
What?
Both halves are boys. They're all boys.
Wait, I
just
feel
5
like
boys.
That still isn't half, though. Right? I don't know. Technical issue.
Okay. All right, that's what it says.
Nah, I don't like that one.
All right. They're all kind of like that. So
Because that would mean that 2.5 of them are boys and 2.5
yeah,
are boys. That doesn't make any sense.
yeah. Forget that one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
screw that one.
All right. How can it be that a man was once married to the sister of his widow?
How could it be that a man was once married to his widow?
To the sister of his widow.
So his wife passed, and he has been married to her sister.
Yes.
Well, it means that he was with her after, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So he was married to his wife's sister first.
Yeah.
I think that's what you said.
Yeah, basically. So.
Okay. All right.
Something like that. I think both work.
They're also from like the 1950s, I feel like, this game. So some of them are a little outdated. Yeah, let's see if you get this one.
Okay.
For several days, a man stood in the parking lot looking up at the apartment building across the street. This man was becoming a nuisance, and one of the tenants of the building phoned the local authorities to have the man removed. Several days later, when the authorities finally responded to the call, the man was gone. All they found was a couple of buttons and his hat. Who was the man they just missed?
Given what you told me, how am I supposed to know who it is?
You'll know once you know. I mean, you'll get it as soon as you hear it.
The man was there for a few days,
Yeah.
and then he was a nuisance.
Yep.
The cops came several days later.
Yep.
All they found was a couple buttons.
Yep.
And what?
And a hat.
And a
And a hat. When would you receive buttons and a hat? On something outside.
Snowman?
Yeah,
Snowman! Oh, let's go.
Well done.
Woo.
That's cool.
What's next? So we shuffle the cards, and then whoever guesses the closest to what the top card is wins.
Ooh,
I
okay.
promise I won't cheat.
Okay. Wait.
I-
How could you possibly cheat?
Oh, I can shuffle the deck however I want to. I can get whatever card to the top if I want.
Prove it.
Prove it.
Prove it right now.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, if I
let's
want
see.
the 8 of clubs on top. Okay. You've seen me shuffle the deck multiple times.
I did. You
right?
just shuffled the
Watch,
deck.
I'll shuffle it more. I'll shuffle it more. I'll shuffle it some more. 8 of clubs.
No.
Yeah.
No way. No way.
Okay, so
What?
I promise I won't cheat. I promise I don't know what the top card is
Better
right now.
cheat.
Okay. Whoever's the closest wins. And maybe it'll be clear as day. but maybe it'll be really close. Like I
Okay.
say 3 of spades and you say 4 of hearts, but it's the 3 of. It's like who's closer?
Yes.
Audience will decide.
Okay.
Unless it's like night and day.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna guess 4 of hearts.
8 of clubs.
It's the ace of hearts.
So I'm closer?
Pretty sure I'm
No. You're closer, right?
because ace could be one or
Sure,
we'll do it.
We'll do one.
We'll do best 2 out of 3 like we did the last one. Okay,
Just keep going.
I'm gonna guess king of diamonds.
Sorry. 2 of diamonds.
So king of diamonds, 2 of diamonds. It's the 8 of hearts. Neither of us got the suit. I think king is closer to 8.
Yes.
than 2 is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do rapid fire.
Yeah, rapid fire.
Look, I'm going to keep you on this up closer frame.
Yeah.
For you. Okay.
7 of diamonds.
6 of spades.
Ooh, 5 of hearts. Wait, neither of us got the suit and we're both 1 off. I feel like we're like equal on that one.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait, but I'm closer.
No, because
I said 6. You said 7.
wait, what was the card?
5. It was a 5.
I thought it was 6 for some reason. I thought it was a 6 and you said 5. Yeah, no.
Oh, that would have been cool.
Yeah.
That would have been cool.
Anyways, I'm guessing ace of spades.
3 of clubs.
6 of diamonds. You're probably
Ooh, righty.
I think.
Even if it's the 1.
True.
Yeah, okay.
Well, no, if it's the 1, that's closer to 3 than 6s. Because it's 2 away
I
versus
said
3.
3. It was a 6. I'm bad at this. What
I'm
are
bad
we
at this too. I think we're both bad at this one.
Let's try again.
Okay. 4 of diamonds.
5 of clubs.
9 of clubs. You're closer. 2 of spades.
4 of clubs.
Ace of hearts. I'm closer.
You're closer.
10 of diamonds.
8 of spades.
4 of diamonds. You're closer. King of hearts.
5 of spades.
7 of spades.
Hey, all right.
I wonder if either of us are going to get the exact card.
Done.
That'd be
Okay,
cool.
okay.
9 of hearts.
4 of spades.
7 of hearts.
Damn.
2 of clubs.
3 of clubs.
4 of spades.
Ah!
9 of clubs.
6 of spades.
3 of diamonds.
Dang.
So we're trying to see who's closer. Neither of us are doing pretty well. Neither of us are doing very well. 9. I keep saying 9s. No, I'll go 7 of clubs.
I'm going 8 of clubs.
Jack of spades.
Damn.
Queen of hearts.
Ace of clubs.
4 of clubs.
Yeah.
We'll do a couple more. 3 of diamonds.
2 of diamonds.
8 of diamonds.
Hey, we got the suit.
Yeah.
All right.
Jack of clubs.
Jack of spades.
2 of clubs.
Ah, that'd be nuts.
I feel like neither of us are gonna get the card.
Oh, let's try again.
Unless I cheat,
Yeah, I was gonna say.
which I can.
Yeah.
4 of diamonds.
8 of spades.
7 of clubs. You're pretty close. Queen of spades.
3 of clubs.
Jack of diamonds.
Dang, that's cool.
We're getting pretty far off with our guesses.
I'm like trying to remember all the.
I know.
The
I'm trying to
cards.
I'll say it and I'll forget what I said.
Yeah. How about 7 of spades? 7 of spades.
I'm gonna guess.
You're looking
king
at
of
it.
clubs. It's also me. This one, I don't expect you to win. It's just, it's funny. I want to see what you do.
Okay.
So it's called Handle with Care.
Okay.
On the 10 of hearts. What's the coolest thing you can do with a single card?
Oh, I have no idea.
Yeah, well, you'll find out. So I'll do mine first. Okay. So it's kind of hard with the mic.
Put you on the water.
So let's see what you're cool.
What?
I just want to see. It's a funny clip.
Oh, wait. I can actually. Wait a second.
Oh, can
Hold on.
you?
Wait. Almost. Woo!
Oh! Woo! Disappear.
Hey!
You're pretty good at that.
Hey, thank you.
So I did not see it.
All right. It actually looked pretty good on camera, too.
That's good. All right.
All right.
We'll end the show with you being a magician.
Yes.
There you go. It's trickygame.com.